Hello, my name's Andy Law, and welcome, finally, to LAWhammer. Now, you might be wondering why I'm saying finally, for those of you who are watching the recording later, but we have been spending the last 2.5 hours trying to fix our sound and our vision and everything else, because we had a power cut, and it completely borked everything. I am super happy that we're actually doing it this evening. We almost didn't get to do it, but we will. And you can make your own jokes. We're just going to dive in because time is tight. First, I don't know if we did anything consequential last week. For those of you watching live, if our sound is out of sync, that's just something we're going to have to live with this week. We'll get it sorted for next time. So apologies for that. But as I was saying, I don't think we did anything consequential last week, did we?
No, we just went shopping. It's fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
No, we definitely did.
Yes.
I achieved my short-term ambition.
So, before we do our ambitions, XP.
Oh.
288.
Wow.
Don't like the 88. What a nice amount.
Love the rest of it.
What a nice amount. I'm so happy.
Oh.
Marvellous. Did anyone achieve their short-term ambition? And for those of you watching live, did any of you achieve your short-term ambition?
I think I did.
Okay.
I definitely did.
What was yours, Lindsay?
Find out what Sigmar wants done with the hammer.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, that's very
Yeah, you asked that directly of Leopold and got a definitive answer. The hammer should go to everybody's favourite KF Emperor.
Yep.
Sounds good. What was yours?
Mine was actively intervene in saving Gerhardt from being killed by rugby tackling him so he didn't walk into a demon.
It wasn't all of that, it was just the first half.
Yes.
Minimal
Otherwise, it's
tackling.
way too specific.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've had that one for a wee while. You got it. 50
Fabulous,
XP.
thank you.
Oh, I might have done mine as well.
Oh, wow.
Get saved.
Get rugby tackled by Birdie.
Short term, determine the truth of leaving this place, which was the soul realm or what?
Yeah.
Glittering realm.
Yeah, just the small price of someone having sold their soul.
Yeah,
Probably.
Maybe.
I mean, if you
Maybe.
believe it.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Which one of you? Anyway, yes, big yes to that one.
Seems
50
to have it
XP.
Leopold, right? I think Leopold was top the last
No.
one.
Gerhardt's massively top.
Really? Wow.
Massively a lead. So we've got a poll, if you didn't know already, for the last episode sitting over on our Discord. And if you want to say who you think said yes to following the Dark Gods, you can do so over on our Discord. At the moment, everybody seems to think it's everyone's favourite moustache wearing. Sort of Noble, who definitely isn't a clone or carrying approximately 504 corruption
But
points.
just to be clear, it wasn't our character's choice. It was our choice.
Correct.
So it's not Gerhardt. It's Ed.
So specifically, we can hate him.
Well, that's amused me.
That also, I agree much more with that. That metric. Previously, I was like, that's outrageous. But if it's just us, then okay, that's fine.
I genuinely can't remember what the question
This is where you find out that all
genuinely
6 of them said yes.
I know, I know what I said.
So,
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, we might be.
you're
We do have
glorious
skulls.
heroes. I write it every week. The glorious heroes who are definitely not bad guys. Next, would anyone like to change their short-term ambition, or would you like to just get one of you who've just expended all your efforts succeeding?
Could I succeed once again
Mhm.
in using Kazalid to positively influence some of our current hosts, ergo the Dwarves of Clan Scoob?
So, if you successfully negotiate with the dwarves
Yeah,
using their own tongue,
yes.
yeah, sure.
Sure.
I thought we agreed you weren't allowed to talk to them anymore.
Well,
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah.
We
You
did. I'm totally
you may
fine
have
with
made
this.
some sort of agreement.
I'd like to
Right.
rugby tackle
And
it.
you therefore don't want me to step in if you're putting your foot in it.
I'm going to message you.
You can if you want.
Oh, someone's messaging me a private. potential short-term ambition, which I might make you out with, and make everybody get to hear it, depending on what you write.
That's
I
outrageous.
might do the same.
No, okay, yeah. Now they're all sending me messages in Discord. You're going to hear ping, 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 ping. It's going to go crazy over here.
I'm tempted to send swear words.
If you, Andy...
I've sent it.
You've sent it to... Excuse me a moment.
You've got mine as well.
I've got yours as well. Yeah, of course I do. I always hesitate to see what you've written.
After last week's revelations,
Aww.
Is it use the hammer?
It just says, can I have 50 XP, please?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, great. So my short-term ambition is going to be give the hammer to Carl Franz.
Well,
I
our
feel
party
like I
long
just
term.
watched you make up a short-term ambition on the fucking spot, which is
considering-
not what Andy just got
Our
at all.
party long term is return the hammer, so doesn't work.
What?
You can't do that.
No, the party short-term
I-
is return the hammer.
Yeah.
Have allowed it.
Oh.
Bullshit.
So that is
Because that's
amazing.
clearly not what it is.
I have no idea what you're
What
meaning.
you're talking about.
Given
You
what-
short-term mission, steal the hammer from
Yeah.
my friend.
Just not trust.
Yes.
Given where we are and where we're going,
Yes.
what's the likelihood of getting my helm upgraded anytime soon?
Your helm.
Yeah,
As in
after my
your-
big kill.
Oh, yeah.
You would need to go to one of the Odin House Pantera chapter houses. Which, there's one in Altdorf. There is one in Middenheim. In fact, it's the...
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good one. I like that.
No, not because I want to go to the next level or anything.
Yeah, not at all. Not in the
Because-
slightest, but definitely, yeah.
We're closer to midnight now. aren't we?
Much closer to
Yeah.
Middenheim, yeah.
If you hang on a bit, you can probably kill an elf with a hammer.
I don't think I want you on
Do
my
you literally
helm.
want to perch on her helm?
Yeah.
Oh no, she's dead.
Just make it go. It'll be fine.
Just balanced on one foot.
it's fine. You'll just have a new persona and Alamenoa will be then.
So, would anyone else like to change? Or
I feel worried that with last week's revelation,
Umi's worried.
get a divine familiar is not a great idea. Considering where that divine is.
Yeah. I could see desire to change that short-term ambition to I don't want a chaos pet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Some do.
I mean, out of time. Completely fair.
So. Reunite with Lucas?
Reunite with Lucas. Oh, it's so nice.
That's so cute.
Yeah, you can have that.
Okay.
It sounds good.
Which means it has a chance to fail.
Have you been
Oh, yeah.
doing
I
all your
just
XP?
realised that my fellowship
Yes.
went up.
Yeah.
So now I can take more levels of attractive. I only need 800 XP for the next one.
Holy crap. Hey, you'll be catching up with Katarina soon. She's attractive 9.
Whatever.
Yeah. But she does have chaotic blood traits. I mean, she's just naturally beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got Raya's beauty as one of her chaotic blood traits, which makes her a very pretty person indeed. Alrighty, are we all done?
think so.
Okay, great. Wow. Hey, we're on episode 80. So, on that, there's a few things I'd like to say. We're on episode 80, and if you're tracking how close we are to the finish, the answer is really very close. There are certain things that we want to occur before it ends, and when they occur, it will very obviously be the end of this particular campaign. We could be anything from a handful, up to maybe 10 episodes away from being finished, but there's also possibly going to be a few side episodes leading up to that, because before certain things come to pass, we'll want to know why they're coming to pass. So there'll be a couple of sidey ones, but we are really, really close. In particular, I was reading the file, which was the synopsis for The Enemy Within that I wrote with Graham Davis approximately 6 years ago. It's very different to the published book. It's sort of what we're following. And I do say sort of because we've taken some pretty strong diversions. and we've dealt with hammers in ways that was never expected by Graham or I in the most epic conclusion last week. We have a very different situation. But it's worth noting just one small quotation from that one, which was, this one was written by Graham, and we rewrote it for the one we sent to Games Workshop, and it was, the Empire's really fucked.
Okay.
Succinct.
Yeah, totally. That was the conversation we were having. I was like, oh yeah. And yeah, our empire is not in the best place. We haven't got the same story as we would have originally had. We went with exactly what the original Empire in Ruins was going to be, but the important word here is ruins. Ruins. The plan was always for it to be in ruins in one fashion or another, and this episode very well might show you why. But this episode isn't called Empire in Ruins. It's called Empire in Flames because the campaign hasn't finished yet. And for those of you that don't know, Empire in Flames was the original conclusion to the Enemy Within campaign that was released all the way back in the 90s. It's called Empire in Flames, and it had a very different end to this one, the one we're heading towards. And with that, let's find out what it all means as we head into episode number 80, Empire in Flames. Far, far to the north of the world. So far north that almost everywhere is south of it. There is a lone tower. It sits on the edge of a mountain range that has been unchanging ever since the Chaos Gate first collapsed. But it's close to the gate. The reason that it's unchanging sits looking out to the north. Long, thin fingers across its face. Its hair swept back and black. And the pale fingers are jittering as it looks out through a host of magical lenses, each of which have runes written around the edges, pointed directly at the northern gate of chaos. Magic is flickering along the edges of the runes and pulsing as he looks into the center and sees the distant tear in reality where chaos entered the world. And his fingers are working agitatedly. He shakes his head slowly, turns round, turns to a small lectern, flips over some pages of a book, shakes his head, and leans back in his chair and frowns. That frown lasts for not more than about a minute before a guest arrives. It hops up all 40 stories to where he is from the ground below, lands on the edge of the tower, pushes in through the opening where the great runes protect the individual within from what lies beyond. This one is tall, almost 8 foot. Its skin is pure black and it wears nothing. It is an elf. And its skin is as black as its perfectly black eyes. As it comes in, looks around the runes and says, "What has happened?" The 5,000th year of his reign. That is when the next incursion should occur. What has happened? The elf, who's sitting down, says, "I don't know. The blood god is angered." Says, "Where is Be'lakor? We need Be'lakor swiftly. We need an Everchosen, or it'll fail." "I don't know what Be'lakor is. Hiding in the shadows again, I presume." "He must be in his trap. I had a dream last night. She came to me." "Oh, but unfortunate for you. Where is..." And it turns around and it looks out with its black eyes towards the Great Chaos Gate. What do we do? Well, the 13th war has begun, it says, and we don't have another chosen. We need Be'lakor, or the gods will never agree to this. He says, we need Be'lakor. With Be'lakor, we can bind the gods together. Ah, yeah. I get that. He says, but there's nothing we can do. It started. Black Elf says, you are always useless. Always useless. Strides off towards the edge. Looks over. I'll be ever chosen. You can't be. They'd never accept you. You're an elf. He says, barely, and hops out. Drops down from the tower and at the bottom. Meanwhile, in the Empire, a very long, pale hand reaches out across a purple globe that crackles with green energies. It's pallid, almost pink in places, and where the nail beds hit the fingers, it goes a very deep red. Fingernails are glassy and more shaped like talons than nails. It moves across, shakes its head. Off to the edge of the room, a cowering individual is right down. Are you sure? He says. The bald-headed man opens his mouth and his fangs are clear. Order the attack. Before the blood god comes. I think we fucked up.
Fine. Change the timeline. That's good.
Sorry, darling, says the general of the Reichland forces. There is absolutely no way that we are going to cross this river. It's the Talibek. It's over a mile wide here. This is perfect. We can just wait them out. On the other side, the Reichsmarshal says, I don't care what you say, Arcee. He says, well, I've been made general. The Emperor said so. I'm the Reichsmarshal. He says, yes, and we're on the Talibek. He says, what a shame. Tent flaps flap as a soldier comes in and says, General Van Arcee. He says, she woke up. Who did? Says Kurt Helberg. Hey, nobody, darling, nobody. Comes over, pats him on his cheek. He's going, he says, I'll speak to you in a moment. And as he turns away, his face falls. Goes over to him. What do you mean she's woken up? She's in a coma. Says, can't wake up. That's the whole point. Says, can't wake up until, you know. Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh dear. As he passes out into the camp beyond.
Oh, no. No, just checking.
Into the camp beyond.
He's gonna come now.
And moves through the gathered armies of Reichland, or at least part of the Reichland. It takes him almost 5 minutes to arrive at the tent where a sleeping woman should have been found. But she's not asleep. She is awake, and her face carries scars all down its side. Bits of her hair are cut, and she's bleeding from a few places. What are you doing awake? He says, you're not supposed to awake until everything kicks off. She nods. Aye. It's the blood god. It started. What do you mean it started? Says, we've got years left. No. Shit. He says, go get my horses. He says, your horses? Get the horses. In fact, get 10, the swiftest horses you can get. We have to leave. Oh, I get that. We have to leave. We can't be around here. They're going to go to actual war. He says. Meanwhile, in a far more distant realm, where the sun never sets, an elf looks out and then twists his head to the north. Long hair down to his calves. His face is tired and lined. He has been in the sun for so long that he has forgotten what it means to see a sunset. As he looks up to the north, 9 years early, he says in Eltharine, 9 years. They're marching to war now, and they're not allied. And he looks out at the great stone circle where he sits towards the sun. And he shakes his head. No, says the elf. No, I don't believe it, not yet. And sits back down and crosses his legs and floats approximately a metre from the ground as he communes. Oh, Your Royal Highness, don't be ridiculous. The Countess of Null marches across her throne room. Now, I am absolutely done with this silly war. She says, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I keep on getting letters from everybody. I just want them all to be quiet. Your Royal Highness, Mr. Motts, you will be quiet. I don't want to be quiet. He says, because you can't just turn your back on your own people. I'm not turning my back on them. I just have more people now. And I choose not to have some of them. She says, because, well, they're Southerners and I don't like them very much. She says, it was your order to take them because it was easy. And now it's become hard and I don't like it. Have you considered? Oh, yes, of course I've considered. Just give them Dunkelberg. That'll be fine. But our armies are there protecting it. It says, our armies, and then Hermot falls to the ground.
Uh-oh.
Hermot, are you all right? Oh. What's happened? Says Hermot. What? As he looks around from side to side. Oh. And he starts laughing. You probably are best to pull your armies back. We're going to need them. He says, what do you mean? We're about to go to war. The war's coming now. What war's coming now? The war. And it's early. What did she do? What did who do? Hermot, you really are. Most infuriating sometimes. Can you get up? I didn't tell you could fall over. I didn't even throw a plate. And he says, no. And she goes, is it that bad? I think I have to go somewhere. I have to go. Well, where are you going, Hermot? He says, look, darling, I understand that you want to know everything, but you can't, because if you knew everything, then you wouldn't be able to do your job. And you'd stop, because you're very headstrong. So, let's just say I'm going to Bretonia. He says, I think it's time that I had a discussion. Oui, oui. Oui, oui.
French.
Me too, actually.
And finally, out of the various folks that we're visiting before we begin, in the Tower of Grond, in Nagaroth, where all of the Dark Elf witches gather. They're seers who prognosticate using the winds of magic and what lies to the north. Suffer their greatest loss since the tower was first founded, as the winds of magic suddenly rise wild. 72 sorceresses die as the blood god's anger is made manifest. It doesn't know what happened, but it knows it was elves. And the only elves that it can think of that could do this are the Dark Elves. So it expends all of its energies. And any of those that are contacted directly with the great weeping eye in the north, using it, suddenly get a massive backlash, crackling through as they burst into blood, and demons rise from it. It's a short conflict because, yes, there's a lot of demons now in the Tower of Grond, but there's also a lot of elves. In the greater scheme of things, it's a loss, but it's not a huge loss. And for Morathi, or Morathi, depending upon which accent and dialect of Eltharine you were using, it was an expected outcome. She has not looked north for over a year for fear of what would happen should anything change. And she smiles and starts sending orders because the war is about to begin. It's not much of a war, really. The dwarves had taken them all to their old individual chambers where they were put up, all inside the same corridor, to try and figure out what to do with these strange intruders into their hold. The dwarves then, sitting at the end of the corridor, quite happy to shoot anyone if they try to leave the area, but equally not quite sure what to do with you all, happy to serve you ale,
Huzzah!
particularly hard bread. Yeah, that, and a sliced
In the ale.
a sliced mushroom soup with a single mushroom, approximately this big with the slice, sitting out of the bowl.
I thought it was served in a giant mushroom.
And sadly, it's not.
That'd be amazing.
It's just in a stone bowl, an octagonal stone bowl,
I mean,
no
you could probably
time,
serve it
with
in a
the
pretzel
mushroom
with
just
the
sticking
starter.
out of it. The soup itself smells. You're not quite sure why you think it smells grainy, but it doesn't. Not because it's got grain, as in grain of the land. It just smells bumpy. And you get that feeling that it might be a little bit like trying to sup on something that might have sand in it or something, or just bits of stone.
Honestly, we're probably hungry enough that it tastes delicious.
It doesn't. But what it does do is provide some much needed fluid for the bread,
Yes.
which makes it almost palatable. You are kept here for the night until the following morning, when you are eventually summoned forth to meet with, you don't even know who you're meeting. The dwarf who leads you there, somewhat lumpenly coming forward, says, "Hey, you need to be coming with me now." Says, "You're going to be seeing, well, you'll find out when you get there. Don't worry," he says, "assuming you are who you say you are, who you appear to be, you won't be killed
It's good.
immediately."
It's not so good.
It's a start.
Have they responded to any of our questions in turn? No.
Big reveal.
Stop asking me things I don't know.
Like your queen's name.
What queen?
Ruler's name.
What ruler?
Right.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not confirming anything. You might be something from beyond.
Could be.
Exactly.
I'm not though.
Could you be something from beyond?
I didn't come out that bloody gate. You did. Now, go on, fuck off. Go back to your room. Go, fuck off. Stop trying to be clever, you stupid fat ass. He says, fuck off.
Thanks for the bread.
He says, if you need more ale, that's all right. You can just ask. He says,
More ale, please. Is it bugman? Is it good?
no, it's not. It's a relatively thin human ale that they have for the special occasions that they have humans. You are quite aware of some dwarven dishes that they refer to as ales, which you actually have to cut. The ale is so thick and so sedimented.
Jelly.
The dwarves seem to just guzzle it back like it's nothing. You're not entirely sure how they do that. Yeah, that.
Stew.
Is mine? Have I put it?
Turn around. Let's have a look.
I keep getting flack about some. I don't know what flack is. Yeah, some sort of people have issue with my derriere.
We all take a
Return.
moment. Turn around. Let us look. Still usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venture has changed.
It's as big as it always was.
Fuck you.
I think
Right?
we're fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
There are only some new clothes.
It's
There's a phrase they used to use in Altdorf saying more cushion for the pushing.
Right.
I think you're in a good spot.
Okay. What does that mean then?
You just said it to fat folk.
I think it's to do with sex.
Right. Well, you would.
No, it definitely was. It's
Oh.
East Altdorf. It was.
Okay. All right. Well,
As it turns out, you're given a suite of rooms with a common room at the end of it. There's a total of 10 rooms in this area. You're all expected to sleep in your own rooms. And doesn't mean you necessarily do. They don't really care what you do. You're humans. Your common room sits at the end where it has a large blazing hearth. And pretty much every single last place here is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The beds are uncomfortable. They are the old stone beds they had originally, piled up with furs. The ones that survived. There are not many places in this hold that are particularly habitable. But you're getting a part of it. You're not entirely unconvinced that it hasn't been recently hewn out of the rock. The easiest way to get new rooms is to make new ones, rather than try to use the previous rat-infested hellholes. The next morning, our dwarf watcher, same guy, knocks on all your doors. Time to get up! Time to get up! Taking you over now, taking you over now. Time to get up, whoever you are. Says, you'll be coming with us and no fancy tricks. Says, if there's any fancy tricks, we might have to poke you a bit. Now, you might just let it pass through you. That'd be confirmation that you aren't quite what you claim to be. He says, and as you all come out, he's got a short, wide sword, which he holds up. And he says, anyone like to test it, though?
no. Good morning.
And you hear off to the side in Caslin, I told you. He says, well, one of them might have been stupid. He says, you never can be certain with those ghost figures, you know. He says, I don't think they're ghosts. He says, there might be.
We're not ghosts, and I'll say that in Kazakh.
His face goes red. You'll be following me! As he marches off. Oh, the embarrassment.
Why'd you have to go and embarrass him like that?
Why did you have to give away that we know their language?
That
Because
doesn't-
got so many secrets.
That doesn't count as
Just that I
diplomacy,
know.
I
I
suspect.
don't know. I think it does. Well, I believe sort of it's honor code, right? So if he feels
Yeah.
embarrassed, then there is a position where he has to cover that embarrassment a bit later on potentially. I don't know. We'll find out.
But also, if you have an advantage, like knowing their language, when they don't know you know it, you shouldn't give that away.
Unless you're interested in honouring them, in which case
Yeah.
you should absolutely give it away.
Full transparency.
Exactly my thought. Thank you, Leopold.
You get guided along a long corridor and then past a wide open area. And it carries the scars of those who were here before. Most of the sides of this particular hall have been scratched to bits, much of which have been scratched with runes that you recognize. Many of the runes you don't. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Large symbols, triangular in nature, often piled about themselves, can be seen on all sides. It's pretty obvious Skaven used to live here. It has been, this particular hall at least, cleaned out. It still has a slightly musky odour. But then perhaps that's just the dwarves.
They do stink.
As you're taken across this,
Inside voice. Inside voice.
down a set of stairs into a far broader hall. And this one, if anything, is even worse than the previous one in terms of its state. You can almost imagine what it once looked like. That column there, half broken, would have reached the ceiling. And there would have been one on the other side, almost entirely rubble now, sitting at the side. Most of the rubble gathered up as they've attempted to clean the area. The hall presumably was once straight, but there's large rents and cuts in parts of it, tunnels that have been burrowed into here and out of here, a large pit in the middle of it, where a lot of rubble has been pushed up and pushed into. And as you pass by the pit, you can see it's all filled with stone at the bottom. And it stinks a bit down there too. They clearly haven't gone down and cleaned it. They're just putting stone on top, and they're not worrying about that for the moment. As you're taken down there past a host of other dwarfs who are all doing their business. Most of their business involves not that sort of business, dude.
We know how to do this, though. Little Paul, would you like to pop a squat?
They are pushing bits of rubble away using various implements and tools. Others are chiseling out areas that have got rents, tears, as they're starting to push them back into acceptable forms and acceptable shapes. New tunnels will be formed from this. They will all be buttressed and carefully maintained. But as it currently stands, they've got to reform and reshape it all. There's a scaffold made of wood, quite wood, that's a good 3 dwarfs high. And they're sitting up, cleaning off parts of the wall. As
One
move down.
birdie.
Pretty much. No, the dwarves are average about 4.5 feet.
Yeah.
So,
30.5.
you know,
30
yeah,
and a half.
it's. I mean, yeah, yeah. As you make your way, it's 2 birdies really. As you make your way past that, and then are led down a set of stairs, across a long corridor, and then into a really roughly hewn one. The one dwarf at the front marching, the 3 dwarfs at the back, one of which is holding a crossbow, but holding it up. Clearly, they decided that you don't need to be threatened all the time.
And crossbows famously don't work well on ghosts.
Yeah.
So.
Let's
How
not encourage them to
invisible
test
is the item?
Carrying it.
Yeah.
Probably wrapped around with a cloak or something similar.
Yeah.
But that's, scarves. She has many a scarf.
It's got a bow on the top.
I just feel like if even a rune was seen, I think it would be a bit of a difference.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no runes on our hammers, is there?
No, not that you can see. As you're led to arch, edges cut off at the top, so 6-sided, 5-sided, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-sided, and a bottom. I'm going with 6. Where he bashes on the side of it with the hilt of his sword and says in Khalazid, "The ghosts are here!" And you hear from inside, in Khalazid, "They're probably not ghosts." And he says, "You can't be certain." He says, "Well, we'll find out, won't we?" He says, "Send them in." He says, "You can go in now." And steps back and looks at you very suspiciously. All of you. Not just the elf. Everyone. Especially you. Yeah. Suspicious. His face flushes slightly. His face flushes slightly in his cheeks as he sees you go by. His beard bristles.
That's a grudge.
Thank you for the ale.
As you pass by, see, hospitality demanded it. He says, "Would have done it otherwise," and you hear, "Shut it!" On the inside, we have ourselves a small, relatively roughly hewn chamber. There's still a bunch of runes scaven on the wall. Some of them being chipped away. Some of them you recognize. This place was a holding pen once, where they would have kept slaves who were going somewhere else. Many a slave marking and held by Clan Scruton. You can see the Clan Scruton markings. Basically, a lot of warnings saying, if you touch anything in here, you are now our slave, whether you like it or not.
Fairly standard.
Yeah, pretty standard. Lots of
A little
scaven
shiver goes down my spine.
eye symbols all over the place because Clan Scrutin are always watching.
Can I smell any of them?
You really hope not.
Yeah. I assume there's not much,
Yeah.
but
There is a dwarf in here, though. He has himself a stone table, and it is a particularly rubbish version of one. It's just piles of stone with a large flat piece of stone that they've clearly carried in and put on top. He's sitting down on a small... It would be really an exaggeration to call it a stool. It's more of a relatively appropriately shaped rock that he's sat down on.
A
He
stone
says,
wall.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
As he looks up at you all coming in, and he says, "Come on, get in. Come on. He says, "Who am I talking to?" And he looks straight to the elf without even thinking about it. He just looks in that direction.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to then?
I can talk.
All right. He says, "I got some questions for you. Are you a ghost?"
No.
Right. Are you a liar?
It's a hard question to answer.
Well, the best of times.
Mm-hmm.
He says, especially for your kind.
Exactly.
He says, "Lies to your born. If you'd said aye, I'd have believed you. If you'd said no, well, that would have been suspicious." "My name's Garbander."
Garbander.
"Yeah, Garbander." He says, "I've been set up to deal with foreign relations." He says, "My queen did it because she's my niece. And I like her a lot, but she's not here right now. So you're going to have to deal with me while I decide exactly what we're going to do with you. Because you came through a place that we've been told is cursed. So I'd like to hear a tale of how that could possibly be." Says, "And don't you be leaving out any details, and don't you be lying. Because if you lie, well, I won't like it." He says, "Ah, shit." He says, fuck. Garbander Klangazani." He says, "son of Geralt." He says, "Oh, fuck. I'm no good at this. I should never have been appointed as someone who does talking."
Would you prefer to speak in your own language?
He says, "I play a midden ball. That's what I do." He said, "Oh, I don't even know how to speak Kalizid." He says, "I ain't never used it in my life." He says, "I grew up in Middenheim, I did."
Right.
He says, "Middenheim's me city. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. The only reason I got this job is because, well, she's my niece."
Is your Queen Dara?
No, she's dead.
Oh,
Oh.
She's dead.
yeah, we did warn you
She were killed taking this place.
in our timeline.
No, she was alive.
What do you mean in your timeline? What are you talking about?
What's a timeline?
What are you talking about?
When last we were here, Queen Dara sadly fell.
There is word that you're trying to claim that you're the folks that what did help us doing whatnot and the like here.
Will be in her book.
That is correct.
Queen ain't here. The Queen's doing a delegation down to...
Midnight.
No.
Midnight.
No.
Altdorf.
Altdorf.
No.
Just let the man tell us.
No! I'll get it eventually.
No. Tell
Tilia.
No.
Fuck.
To where?
Aye, King.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
that would have taken a long time.
Yeah. Who's that? It's Torgrim.
Thorgrim Grudgebearer. Aye, King. She's off to swear the oath of kingship before him. Fuck me. That's a long way to go just to swear an oath. Refused to do it before anyone else. So off she goes. She's taking 60 good folk with her.
Why would they do that? Except that obviously the king has called them to do that. Why did
King
they do
said
that?
nothing. Said they might not even get audience. This is a fallen old. But we bring good news, I suppose.
Yeah, it's
We reclaimed it.
pretty big deal.
He says, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be doing all the talking. I'm supposed to be asking you questions. That's what I was told I was meant to do. So here we go." She gone with her father, though. He says, he's the one who's leading the expedition down the south. It was his idea. I'm doing it again. He says, questions. How'd you get through that gate? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What?
How'd you get through that gate?
What?
We walked through.
Right. That's fair. I mean, you did.
Yes.
I was given a report. He says, I've got the report. Oh, no, I left it in my rooms.
When we travelled with, do I still call her Queen even though she has passed? Queen Dara.
She was never truly queen.
We knew
Oh,
her.
She
okay.
didn't take the oath.
Our friend, when we travelled with her, she was looking for history of your people.
What, Midnimers?
No, her people, the dwarves.
She's a Midnimer too.
But she's a
Carrick
dwarf.
Skoog.
Oh, right. You mean, oh, yeah. I'm never going to get used to that. He says,
When we were in the south, we found part of the history of your people, the dwarves, part of the history of the dwarves, and the
all dwarfs.
all dwarves,
Yes.
and the humans, like this man, the Sigmarite.
The what? Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the father.
Yeah.
The thing that we found.
That's like Tal, isn't it? He says, just like Tal, isn't it? Sigma.
I mean, different, but
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The item,
Nods.
the item that we found, I believed that
Oh, and Ulrich. Oh, Ulrich and Sigma. They liked each other, didn't they? They were friends. I never do understand why you have so many oath breakers between the Ulrich and the Sigma lot, and they're just constantly shouting at each other. What's that all about?
it's foolish. It's what it is.
Humans. Just weird.
And he frowns. That's a strange thing to say.
We are.
We get on that, okay?
Right, fair enough.
we believed Valora Emberfist might be here. She has helped us in the past, and we wish to seek her counsel. That is why we've come here.
I'm her apprentice.
He's her apprentice.
Oh, you know. He says,
Show him your apprentice piece.
Look at this dagger that I made.
he says,
I'm
let's
pretty
have a
sure
look.
we've lost.
He said-
Let's imagine I have it. It's the shit
No,
one.
less than your arm. You
Length of
would
your
have kept
arm.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just remember it's the shit one.
Yeah.
It's the
He
really,
looks at me,
really
goes-
bad one.
Look, I'm no craftsman. He says, I wasn't allowed to be. My father said that I couldn't be because I was from Clan Gazani.
Right.
He said, so I wasn't allowed, I had to do talking. So I decided I'd talk in Middenball Field if he wouldn't let me do anything else. So that's what I do. He says, I'm the coach. He says,
All right.
but I just go on the front line. He says, I have myself a ball. Literally. Literally. You know, it was because I pick up the ball. Yep. But, enough.
It's shit. She said it was. But I keep it to remind myself that I got better.
Oh, lesson. He says, oh, I met her once. She shouted at me.
Yeah,
Is she
she
here?
does
Does
that.
that?
Is she here?
Aye, she's here.
Could you
Give me
tell her
that.
Could you tell her Elric is here?
That'll be proof. That is. You stay here. I'll go talk to her. He
Thank
says,
you, Gobando.
Thank you.
Could I,
did you get breakfast?
Yes, we've been very well looked after. Could I just request the name of the gentleman who has been looking after us, the one who brought us here? Just
Well, that's his choice, not mine.
all right.
He
fair
says, as far as I know, he don't believe you are who you say you are.
enough. No, I think he thinks we're ghosts.
Yeah. Look. His mother, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
She could see ghosts.
Right.
So she would tell him all the time that he would be able to one day as well.
Oh.
We did see dwarf ghosts here before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
So I helped drive away those rat people. So there are ghosts.
Story sounds completely legitimate to me. He says, I believe you. I don't think you're ghosts, he says as he gets up. But we'll find out. The Laura, she knows a thing or two about things.
She does.
He does.
Wish I could walk.
I got a question for you. You know,
Yes.
I heard you talking and like, could you tell me the word for old? You know, in colours it because it would be good to.
I'll tell him.
It's old.
Sorry?
It's old.
It's old.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. Right, yeah.
Why does he
Why
want
do
to
you-
know
why?
what someone's age is?
Why would you need to know that?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that what I was hearing was what I thought I was hearing.
Oh, what were you
They
thinking
were
you were
talking.
hearing?
Well, they were talking about Karak Skoog and the fact that they were saying other things in the word old, and I was like, maybe I know more of the lingo than I thought I did, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got this to do. I'll be back with you soon,
Yeah, we'll
he
be
says, as he comes out. And he says, hey, number 3. He says, I'm fucking off to speak to Valora, he says. And he goes, you know, there might be ghosts. He says, well, if they're ghosts, they'll be able to follow me through the wall. He says, all those stay here. What's that you're holding? Umge work. She just nailed it. He says as he walks off.
Did he mean hold? What's the word for hold?
Oh, right, because he's dropping his H's. So, yes, hold without an H is nold.
Is that what you told him?
Yeah.
Right.
Did you? No, I was
he
telling him
understands the patois.
Excuse me?
Oh, the patois.
Oh, right.
I did think his accent was veering towards the right line and towards the end there, but you know, that might have been our influence rubbing off on him.
No, it was.
Oh.
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
No, it was.
Or he's a liar.
It's not even a dwarf.
It's about where
That
does
is a little
miserable come
suspicious.
from?
I mean, weren't they talking about us being ghosts in Kazalin before we walked in? And then he's like, I don't speak Kazalin.
Yeah, but someone maybe just said it to him in.
But it was
Wrightsville.
just him in there.
Well,
Right?
in this
Yes,
room.
but presumably he knew we were coming, and he'd
He
been
might have
told.
Think about it time. Like,
He was talking
people
about...
exist when we can't see them. So it's possible the dwarf spoke to him.
I'm not a baby that has no object permanence.
Greta looks up as if to say,
Oh, Greta's here. Forgot about that.
she was in the
Talk
back.
about
She
object
says,
permanence. Did anyone else notice his accent change?
Yes, I did. That's why I remarked upon it.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
Oh.
Right. And what?
But I mean, the dropped H also was in the midnight accent. But
Yes, but he said it twice in 2 different drop H ways.
Right.
click, click, click as I take a drink.
Are we going to get fucked over here?
I don't know.
Hope not.
No, I think it's a city dwarf who's been put in a position of what would usually be considered a clan.
Why
position.
put someone so ill-suited for...
Family means a lot. Nepotism.
Valora
I don't know if in dwarf culture it does.
walks in and says, the answer's pretty clear. She says, they ain't got many numbers here. And he's noble.
Right.
So he gets the noble job. He's an ambassador now, whether he likes it or not. And she comes in, and she puts out her arm. Fuck me, it's huge. She squeezes around your muscle by here. And you're like, "What?" And she shakes. Have you been keeping it up?
Aye, a bit. In fact,
Well, show me.
I'm just going to give her the hammer.
You made this?
No, but try it. I think that's dwarven. I think.
It ain't dwarven.
No, but try it. It's very good. It makes me better.
He made
Looks
You
at
could show,
it.
yeah, show
He
her
made
the
this.
things you fixed
Oh, your
first.
swords.
Yeah.
And my breastplate. Which
my sword.
As she twists
Fire.
the hammerhead, puts it down on the ground, taps it. Omge.
I think it's enchanted. It's got some type of...
No! Just knocks it on the ground. Not mine. Let's have a look at what you did then.
Yeah.
breastplate,
yeah, I put my armor back on.
dwarven
It's all kinda tied
katana.
together with string.
Rapier.
Rapier, sorry.
My
Mm.
It was
breastplate.
quite unbalanced,
Red.
if I remember correctly.
She folds her arms.
Also done lots of other things.
I hope so.
Aye.
And these were done like very quickly under duress.
Yes.
That's no excuse not to do a good job. But you are, Umge.
Try.
She says, so, they think you're ghosts. She says,
There've been lots of ghosts.
hauntings from yon door you came out of.
What kind of ghosts?
Spirits, mostly. Some of them wearing faces of humans.
Right.
Others wearing face of Dawi. they asked me to try and close door off. I had no idea how to do it. So they're just guarding it now. Barak, he can see ghosts. So that's why he's left to look after it. And you hear outside, He says, shut it!
We're not ghosts.
He says, these northerners, they don't know how to do anything. They're almost ungy, these lot. He says, they have been holding on to their traditions for, 2,000 years? But they were wearing gloves. And a lot of them slipped free. Those traditions, well, let's just put it this way. When she goes down to see our king, they're probably in trouble. There's going to be challenges. Conflict. Fighting. It's not going to go down well.
But surely there's something to be said for reclaiming.
She doesn't even have a crown. Because he has it.
Right.
They're trying to reclaim it. Let me see if I can explain it to you in a way that you understand, Ulrich. She says, yeah, I think I have it. Let us say that you came from a noble line. And this noble line was once hated by everyone. And they lost their lands. And you decide that you're going to go up to the emperor and say, you know what? I fancy owning all of this now. It's mine. Even though it were 2,000 years ago, when last was owned by you, it's mine now. And even though we didn't respond to the Eye King's demand to come to war, we denied him, even though we walked away from all of our responsibilities, because we thought we'd hide in the mountains, even though we allied with elves. No offence. Actually, some offence. Even though we allied with elves. I'd like my crown back. Maybe some of that is a little bit specific to the dwarven condition. Yes, but I think you understand what I'm saying. But they're going anyway, because as far as they're concerned, it's theirs. I mean...
So, even though this hold was fallen, it was still the High King's property?
No.
So it was nobody's?
No, it was lost.
Right.
And now it's just found.
But it still doesn't automatically go back to who found it. It's the High King who gets to decide?
No. It's complicated. Officially, it's no one other than Clan Gazani that decides what's what. Now, whether the Eye King recognises that and brings them into Karazanko, well, Karazanko will... No.
How long ago did they leave?
I've been down. I've been working. I'm not too sure. I'd say maybe about a month back.
So, we came to ask for your advice.
My advice?
Yes.
She folds her huge arms and looks at you with her very broad face. All right.
Firstly, on a matter of honour.
Are you taller?
No. Firstly, on a matter of honour.
Because you are needlessly tall.
I'm smaller than these two.
As I said, needlessly tall.
If a dwarf once gave something to a human and that human died, would it still be owned by his family forever?
Depends on how it was passed over. Was it gift? Then aye.
Yes, it was a gift.
Was it
From the High
a
King.
loan?
Pardon?
Was it a loan?
Isn't intended to be given back.
Oh, not by itself. Was it a loan?
I think so. No, I think it was a gift.
I believe it was a gift.
That's right. From my theological understanding.
From a player point of view, one of the characters that I played was the son of the High King who was trying to get it back.
It was a loan.
But
he didn't succeed,
Yeah.
but the dwarf High
his
King...
claim was questionable.
But in the stories,
In the stories, it was a gift.
was it? Or because didn't he go back to give it back?
Well, that's where there's dispute.
Right. Well, I have something that the High King gave to a human, and it's now attached to me, and I would like to give it back to a human.
Bound. To
Bound. It's a runic item.
I do not like the way you're talking.
Why?
Sounds like you're talking in circles to trick me.
Well, I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just laying the ground.
Are you talking?
It's what we have.
Are you talking?
Do you want to see it?
What we have has to go back to a certain
Runic
person.
item. You. Aye.
It's just her and us, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, just prepare yourself.
Well, I mean, this might be quite
I've said it.
a profound revelation.
Indeed,
perhaps,
indeed, which
Yeah.
is why I was establishing the principles.
Yeah.
Now, you remember you gave the allegory, the example to Elric so he would understand it.
She looks at you. You're still talking, but carry on.
Right. Well, the item I am carrying will shake the very foundations all the way down to the fire below. It will rock your world in a way it has never been moved before.
Mhm.
Are you ready for that?
It might question.
Size.
It might question your understanding of
Sure.
your
Good.
gods.
It's an item
Well,
from your
can-
ancestor.
Consider yourself duly warned.
Don't use metaphors.
Who's Julie Warren?
Duly warned isn't a metaphor.
No, the shaking the foundations was the metaphor. It's fine.
That's not a metaphor.
Just show her the hammer.
It is literally a metaphor.
Show her.
It is.
I know,
Shut up.
Steve, you were there.
Are you unwrapping the hammer?
Yeah.
And she unwraps the wrappings around golden Ghal-Maraz. She looks at it. Looks like Alaric's work. Reaches out, picks it up. That's one of Alaric's. Says, I'd heard tale of hammer being made for Emperor. Says, strange to see it. I heard it had been destroyed.
No, that was a fake one.
Is that
A
right?
copy.
It's all right. Turns it round. Ghal-Maraz, skull splitter, says, it's a fabled hammer. Is this real?
Mhm.
It's fine craftsmanship. Says, puts it down and puts her finger on the very tip of the pointed. It's got a name, the bit that sticks out the top of a hammer. Someone out there will know it. Write it in the comments.
Top
And,
four.
type it right. Tell me in the comments because I don't know.
He's talking about like the T bit.
Yeah, the bit that's sticking out the
Isn't it
top.
like the ads or something?
She puts her finger on it regardless, and it settles at its base at the bottom and lets go, and it just stands there. Well balanced,
Does it still come back to me?
if you wish it to.
I'll try. It does this.
Stunk. There we go. She says, you do that again. Stunk.
How big is the room we're in?
It's a big room.
Throw it.
Carefully.
No, I'm telling Valura to throw it.
I'll throw it.
It goes donk and slams down the side. And flunk shoots back
It
to you.
works better when you're in a bigger spot. I threw it like miles.
Donk. That's a master rune, that is. That takes some learning.
And
I don't have that one.
and that it comes back to me and only me means it's attuned to me now.
It recognises you.
So
The rune recognises you.
how do I get it to recognize someone else?
I don't know. And she's pauses.
What if you want to gift it to somebody else in the same way that it was gifted originally?
That rune's attuned to you. I mean, the obvious answer is you just kill yourself.
Right.
I think that's a fine idea. We can wait,
But is that
she says.
I'm not going to do that.
In your own time.
I'm not going to do it just now.
do the dwarfen runic weapons not get passed down, or are they just do they change the rune every time? Or is it because they're the same clan it would stay the same?
Or they die.
But some
Heirlooms are held. Master runes. Some of them do get affinities. And then that's it. Once it's attached, it's attached, isn't it?
Can it
But I suppose
only...
the previous wielder never actually died of the hammer. So there must be a way for it to pass.
Can it be
Although it might
attuned
have
to
something to do with
multiple
what was in it.
beings at the same time?
No,
It's just one.
right, no way that's going to happen.
I mean, but like having all these runes in one place was also something that couldn't be done, right? And
It's not that many runes. There's only 4.
I guess.
Yeah, it's true.
Alaric's trick is to get 2 master runes on one. It's quite the trick. I would love to know how he did it. Did it for all rune fangs as well. I've seen 3 of them now.
Do they attune to the wielder? The rune fangs?
No, I don't think so.
We definitely know they've passed from different families, rune fangs.
Yes, and they're often gifted out. The
Also,
Reichsmarshal
Peak
sometimes
level would
has
have
one.
gone from the Hellstats to Toddbringer.
At least not ones I've seen.
Well,
Okay.
Folds her arms.
Or maybe it just takes time. Time and intent, maybe.
I suppose as long as you don't just want it back. You know what I mean? Inadvertently, we're 10 miles down the road and you're like, huh.
She frowns. Wait a minute.
mhm.
I don't see no master rune of flight on that. How's it coming back to you? Are you tricking me? That's it, innit? You'll have no problems just hand it over to anyone.
Can't.
That's the master rune of Scarf. Blackhammer, that is. And that there, right there, that's Alaric's rune sitting on top there. Tricksy elves. Should have known.
Do
You'd-
you want? I mean, should we?
She's not going to believe it.
I know, but
If we want to help, you've got to convince her.
it wasn't forged by Alaric.
Right, it's got his master rune on.
It's the hammer. This is what he learned that rune from. This is how he learned to forge the weapons he learned.
That don't make no sense. Look at Hammer.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion, right? It
That's
changed-
not, no, I can feel it.
No,
There's no
yeah,
illusion.
Right, not an illusion.
Unge. She shakes her head.
It changed form when it attuned to her.
That's not how dwarf weapons work. Change in form. That's what elves do.
What about if that dwarf hammer had a core of warpstone in it?
That's impossible. There ain't no way to use warpstone in such a way.
Well, it does.
No, it doesn't. You deal it. You feel it. There'd be warpstone in it. There's no warpstone there. There's no warpstone. You're an idiot. You're blind. You'd see it. He says,
Yes.
there's no warpstone. What's wrong with you and your blooming
It's
guess?
forged
Go-
by a god.
Go back to the elf bit. That's what elf weapons do?
Some
Change
elf
form.
weapons. Aye.
Because they're...
I've studied a few. One of them when an
Which
elf.
ones?
Oh,
Did they have names?
well, we made up names.
Hmm.
It wouldn't like them.
No, I don't mind.
Traitorous fucker, stab bastard is one of them.
It's a good name.
Was that the full title?
It's
Was
just
that
not very specific.
preemptive? And then it's called Stab Fucker, but
No,
Yeah.
stab bastard.
sorry,
Get it right.
Right.
Traitorous fucker, stab bastard.
I understand. Sorry, apologies.
I'm rethinking all my.
Its
weaponry
handle
now.
changes size.
To
I
suit,
couldn't-
to suit the wearer.
It's made of
Bearer.
it's made of a special elf metal. Couldn't understand it.
Do elf weapons attune as well? Do you know?
How would I know that?
You just said you studied some.
And you think I understood it? I just told you it's some elf metal. Were you not even listening? I don't even know what the metal was.
Did it change for your hand?
Ah, I could wield it. They were quite impressive. I didn't use it to traitorously stab me fellows, though.
No.
Flora,
Unlike its old owner did.
if that is
Bastard.
Ghal-Maraz as you see it, why isn't it changing when you pick it up?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's an hammer.
But you just said one's attuned changed to your hand.
No, that's the elf one.
The elf one.
The elf one.
Bastard
Okay.
stabber. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Basically, that's not Ghal-Maraz, but it
Right. So you don't
Just
know
make it an
how to
imitation.
when a runic item is attuned, you don't know of a way to pass it on to someone else without dying.
Oh. I mean, there might be a way.
So I
But it
believe
would have to have the master rune of flight. It don't.
right, so
Right, imagine it did.
But it doesn't. You'd need to be touching the rune. There's no rune there. There's nothing to unattune. That's Scarf Blackhammer's rune, that is.
Right.
And that's Alaric's rune to the side.
But you can see that it does fly, as though the Master Rune of Flight was hidden.
You can't hide a rune.
But if you could,
You
then
can't.
assume that it is.
As well say I can breathe water. I can't. That's not how runes work. Now, if you're telling me that this is a ghost weapon, then maybe
Yes.
from beyond.
Yes, we got it from beyond.
Well, then it's a fake. It's not what it claims to be.
Right.
Could a god make a rune that is not visible?
The gods are just like us. They're our ancestors. Fuck, Elric, did you not even listen to me? The skills I was passing on to you were taught to me by my ancestors, which goes all the way back to Grugny himself.
Mm-hmm. But
They were no different.
we
They
didn't
were
go
just
over
like us. We're not like you fancy schmancy gods, hanging around in the sky or under a river or some whatnot. They're just fellows we could have had a chat with, a talk with over a nice cup of tea. That's what you're drinking, it?
But they knew stuff that can't be replicated now, no? Like lost
Well, we're
runes and
learning. They
stuff.
were very good at what they did.
Can I?
That's why we study.
Can I?
Fucking hell. Elgie, what is it?
No, it's Lindsay.
Okay, Lindsay, sorry, pardon me.
I've
Get
got,
out, Lindsay. What is it?
I've got like a dagger or something. Have you got a sharper dagger? I want to cut myself to see if I still regenerate,
Yes.
What?
I
or whether that was
I
a
do have a knife.
What power test, please?
what to cut myself.
Cool, yeah.
Oh, I got lots of successes.
How many?
Just in case you sever an artery.
Oh, damn it! Sorry,
Take that out.
I got it here somewhere. 80, 17 plus 6 is 20 something.
No, that's fucking tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a steely will, and if you wish to cut yourself, you can. How many wounds do you regenerate at the end of each round? 1,000!
Roll 2d10.
Roll 2d10. Let's see if you roll more than 1.
13.
That's more than 1. As the wound seals back up, leaving a bloody streak behind. Where the blood clearly seeped out.
Is there a rune that can do that?
You're an elf, you're magic.
No, but is there a rune that can do that?
There's all
I'm not
sorts of
asking
runes.
You, I'm not.
You trying to
challenging
get
you.
my secrets?
No, I'm just asking if there's a rune that can make someone regenerate like that.
Look, Elgie, there's a rune that can do anything because we're better than you.
Even breathe underwater.
Says, well, there's no breathing underwater.
But then there's not a rune that does everything.
Unless it makes us better than them.
Right.
I mean, I can make you breathe underwater.
Yeah.
So
Sigmar can do it.
just to be clear, if to unattune, I would have to be touching the runes to unattune from.
Why do you even ask? Says, if that hammer is a fake, it hasn't got runes in it. If it's not a fake, you can see the runes. There's your answer.
There's no way to hide a rune. It couldn't be
He's-
No,
He said
they're
that,
too
didn't he?
powerful.
under.
Too
under,
powerful.
No.
Far too powerful.
Right. Understood.
They're so powerful, in fact, you can only get a single master rune. Just one on a runic artifact. Just one. Such is their power. They're like, you ever seen a lodestone? Or seen how they work? And they push it. No, you won't have.
Except
didn't do
Alaric,
lodestone work.
Alaric could put more than one.
He
on
could
the
get
rune,
two
but
on.
You don't know why. How?
No, he were mad. He did something.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to speak to a mad dwarf.
And it's not possible that there was someone else who was even more mad and able to do even more than him.
No. He says, the gods themselves couldn't do it. They established the rules.
And the gods
The gods could only put one on.
and,
One.
Did we take
and
Albert's
you
journal?
100% Tom, trust everything the gods pass down. There's no
Of
way.
course you do.
They do.
What is this? Wow, you have seriously
No.
insulted. She's doing a cool test not to attack you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Not with a weapon, just around the edge.
As she simmers, right, I'm out of here, and storms out.
I don't think she was ever going to be any use to us.
I mean, I don't know why we continued talking at that point. We clearly got everything we could out of her.
Unless we tell her the truth about the gods, but she won't believe us.
But she might believe the hammer.
But she can't see the
She
hammer.
can't see the
It's
hammer.
hidden.
All she can see is the illusion.
This is.
But your effect still works even if it's hidden.
Apparently so.
Like Gerhardt does everything you say now.
What?
Well, that's why I used the flight as the example.
Well, look, the
Right, well, that's it. The
we need
runes are
to know.
hidden.
We know where the hammer has to go. So if we're being allowed out of here, we
The
know.
power of Ladriel hides a hammer. The power of a god hides it.
something to ponder.
Mhm.
When what is the name of the hammer again? Kingmaker or Godmaker?
What hammer?
Neither.
No, it's
Ghal-Maraz.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rune of
Gal-Maraz
the
is
King,
called
sorry, it's Rune
Skull
of
Splitter,
Kings.
and the Hammer of Kingship
Hammer
is
of
called
Kings.
the Hammer of
Kings,
Kingship.
Right. That's
Hammer
that's
of
what I'm trying to establish.
Yes.
I worry
Rinty Kolak.
if Sigmar achieved
Rinty Kolak.
um,
What do you call that to you?
ascended to godhood, apotheosis. Is that what that is? Am I saying the right thing?
You keep saying that
So-
word, and I don't know what it
It's all
means.
this capacity
What do you mean I keep saying it? I only said it once.
Twice.
You and your
Have I said it before?
elevated intelligence.
I
yes,
don't
you
think
have.
Ed's ever said apotheosis.
Yeah, he has.
A card in Slay the Spire.
Or I magic spell.
So, are you feeling? Did I do anything like that?
Well, always, obviously.
No, I don't mean as in you look fabulous and all that sort of thing. I mean,
No, that's my job.
I
You're
know,
supposed to feel
but my
tired.
point is, it's if we're talking about bloodlines, is a bloodline severed if you become a god? Surely, well, no, because we all have blood of Sigmar. I'm.
Right.
I,
So,
I have a suggestion.
Shall we? Yes.
Sigmar told us to take the hammer to Karl Franz.
mhm.
Sigmar is a god. Maybe Sigmar will sort it out.
Well,
It's
also,
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gee,
I mean,
thanks.
I'm assuming, first of all, that Leopold told us his vision, right?
yeah, because
Yeah.
he woke
And
up and was like, we must get the hammer to
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
yeah.
depends on how much, whether he described everything. Is there a possibility, and I guess, Leopold, you tell us depending on how you see your visions, like, they're not always straightforward. What if the vision was, this needs to be used to fight the coming incursion, and it doesn't necessarily, like, obviously
No, 'cause
Sigmar is gonna say
the-
Karl Franz because he's the
Yeah.
Empire guy, but like,
Obviously, the patron god of the Empire is going to pick the guy who's in charge of the Empire. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally what he's the god of.
but but the important part is that he's warning us that there is an imminent incursion
Oh yes.
of the ruinous powers.
No,
Well, I reckon we've got years.
And-
the
That's
important
well.
part was give the hammer to Karl Franz.
But I'm worried.
Leopold is adamant about that.
I'm worried that we're
Can I have a
bringing-
cool test, please, from yourself?
Uh-oh. Birdie's going to slap us all.
Yeah, I'm going to start savaging
Go to
you all.
fucking Altdorf.
One success.
Take a corruption point.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Warpstone bound.
What did I say?
Oh.
You didn't say anything. You were totally
Maybe
quiet.
that's it. Talk more.
Look, I
I'm glad I opened my top.
And on that, you are over your limit.
Oh, well over my limit.
Oh,
Do
jeez.
yourself
Yeah.
a cool test, please.
Oh no!
I'll show you a mirror so you can see yourself.
0 successes.
But is it a
It
pass?
is a pass.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it was a minor. You didn't need successes, so
Well, the point I was
What are
trying
we
to
like
make.
as a family, you and
don't
I?
know.
The point I was trying to make is that the one we know about can be affected by outside things. We know that. We've seen it with Gerhardt. We've seen it with the others.
Greta nods her head.
If we believe what the others have told us about the book, this Gerhardt had a space inside of his corpus that was filled by something, right? What if this current Karl Franz has also that weakness, and then we're taking a super important weapon and giving it to a person that could be affected that way.
Maybe it would save him.
Yeah, maybe it will fill him up.
It'll
What if
fill him with
Sigmar enters him?
The only thing I got, I think
Crazy.
the only thing I got from my former self was a card with Sigmar on it. It's clearly a message that I'm supposed to listen. And I followed him. I followed you, and you've never seen us wrong.
Except
I
when he was a
didn't-
shadow.
Well, but that wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
I didn't
Yeah.
That was Ladriel.
come all this way following. I don't know.
No, I see your
I agree.
point, Yume, but I think Sigmar, being a god, would know that there was different Karl Franzes, but that the real one is dead. So there's only one emperor.
Sigma like
knows
what I know.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm constant communication.
We need to trek to Altdorf. There's no reason.
I agree. Even if
But
boat, absolutely.
Yeah, just what is the best way to
Come
get there
here.
from where we are?
From
I
where
believe-
you are, well, you're in the
we
mountains
need
at
to
the
hike
moment.
to Middenheim.
Yeah, you're in the
I'm
mountains,
imagining.
and that's
Middenheim the closest.
Middenheim's the closest city. Yes, and you're not sure how to get down from here.
Unless there is
Is
there
there
a
that
river
weird place
closer.
that had like the
You-
massive...
If you remember, you arrived here from underground. So you don't know the way back. You'd assume they do, since they hiked all the way up here from Middenheim.
We'll make a deal.
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't want to go all the way back to Breast Keep.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Might want to walk us.
Hmm?
Gary the dwarf.
No, Barak.
Barrack.
No, Barak. Garbander was the guy we're talking about
Oh,
from
sure.
Middenheim.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Garbander's Gary. That was the connection. I was
Yeah.
about. Sorry.
I mean, Alamanaway feels really confident she could navigate us back.
Here's a question, Andy.
Look at what
Silver
navigation,
Flame.
137.
That's fair.
Can I
I think
feel
I
the silver
can-
flame?
Do yourself an intuition test.
So
95.
we're chill, right?
Yeah, you've got time.
You
You
think
can.
that's 9+ successes?
Then the answer is yes. The silver flame is in that direction. Silver flame.
It
the
is.
source
it
of it
is.
all.
It's 9, 10.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there. Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
Middenheim's that way.
And,
All right.
and the... Can I feel the vortex?
Okay, do yourself an intuition test.
95.
It's almost the same
That's
direction.
What the fuck?
Magic.
Almost the same direction, but not quite. It's further south, but yep, it's in that direction.
Can I smell
But for me, that's 11.
Well, mine might be. I don't
No.
know if my talents I can count.
Yeah, well, if you can feel the flame, then I'm fairly certain I can navigate us there. It can't be that hard.
Okay.
Particularly if there's a road.
Once we
It's winter.
get topside.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We need supplies.
Yeah.
Well, I've got money. We can trade with the dwarves.
I know we pissed off Valora, but do you think she'll still vouch for us not being ghosts so we
Oh,
can
yeah.
leave?
Yeah, no.
Yes, I mean, she knows us, so she knows that we are the real us because we're such idiots.
In fact, if anything,
Confident
offending her
idiots, though.
probably just confirmed to her that we are who we say we are.
Ghosts wouldn't come in and be so fucking rude.
It was really nice not to get yelled at by her this time.
Yeah, you did well. But
No, we all got yelled at though.
no, it was just him.
And even then, I didn't really get yelled at. I pissed her off so much she left rather than yell at me.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Lucky bugger.
There's a sweet spot, it turns out.
So have we been tricked? And this isn't the hammer of kings.
No,
We
No.
definitely
No,
saw
it
it do what it.
changed.
We
Yeah.
definitely saw
Yeah.
it do what it did.
In a land of
Did we though?
lies.
You
No, when we
tell
came
me
out,
my
we
scars been
banished
there.
them.
Oh,
they're
sure.
not
Yeah.
better. They've just
Yeah.
healed us, sort of. They're less,
Well,
less bleeding.
Is it the rune of ages that is the one that like commands people? Is that what's no? I can't remember. Got it written down.
Well,
Something to do
refer
with
to
the
your
rune of
notes then.
ages.
I shall not be answering that on your behalf.
Well, my notes aren't very good.
Well, that's a shame.
Have you got notes from this? Let
Which
Birdie and I'll
episode?
just
I
compare.
probably have.
It is
Yeah.
a gift.
I might have notes. What is
I
you
have
looking
notes.
for?
Right, it is a gift. Episode 77.
Yeah.
I've written down.
I don't get my episodes. That's
Which is a
my fault.
gift.
Ah, see.
Why
Episode
would they
77.
not
Do it by
change
episode.
Rune of ages.
Okay.
Yep.
Ed's got
What have we
karma
got?
equals glory.
Is this
Does that help? We also have
We're a
Mabu Silu.
No, don't say that. That's a spell.
No.
It's Malu Silu as well.
Well,
What's
that's
it
not an
looking
R.
I've
it's
got
an
written
L.
down
Okay,
Arl
sorry.
written.
Yeah.
Alric the Mad, Holy Ground, 2 Hammer for Sigmar, And then I've got detect change and an arrow pointing to the rune of agents.
Come, mums. Could that be what you're looking for?
It's just before
Your
we
notes are
found-
so
it's just before we
good.
got into the
They're
dragon boat.
specific.
Yeah.
I just watch him just write something in an
Yeah,
empty
somewhere
space
around
on the
here.
same
Dragon
page
boat.
for the
Dragon
whole
boats.
3 years. And I'm like, how would you ever know what's relevant?
Look at this. This is amazing.
I've now started drawing on my rolling dice. It's good.
Runes are agents of change by their nature.
So
by
what are you doing?
material realm. Well, I guess we'll wait for the other guy to come back.
He's not coming back.
Oh, well,
I
shall
think
we
walk
leave?
out.
Well,
and
just
just
Let's leave.
go
ask to be escorted out of the hold.
Yes.
The dwarf is sitting squatting would be better on the outside. 2 other dwarfs are slightly further down the corridor as the one that apparently is called Barak
He's number 3, right?
looks up and says, hello.
We're looking to leave, if that's okay.
Says, well, I can escort you out. Are you sure you're not ghosts?
Positive.
Aye. We'll take the door.
Do you have maps or anything that we could possibly borrow?
Bye.
Or
Take
provisions.
mm,
Yeah, buy.
exchange.
He says,
We've got coin.
We've got gold.
We're not ghosts.
Ghosts of me, man.
so it turns out that he is happy to escort you to the front entrance, where he then is also happy to go back in and find people who may be willing to trade with you.
Okay.
This turns out to be a prolonged experience, as each one of the dwarves comes up and makes a decision as to whether it is worthwhile trading with you.
Oh, right.
There
We'll
is
sat down by this
fortunately
point.
there is fortunately something that makes them much more likely to accept that. Coin.
Mm.
Gold always entices. As it turns out, yes, one of them is willing to make you a map. You'll have to make one, yeah, for how to get back to Middenheim. And it sets off and says it'll be ready by the morning.
Any of them willing to sell us food?
Sets off.
Yeah, back into the hold.
Right.
Ready by morning.
How much?
What time is it
5
now?
gold.
Oof. Do we
So,
really-
no, there's now 6 gold.
What about food and stuff?
I'm the one.
7.
I'm doing the trading
7 gold.
on behalf of.
No, Greta can do it.
Yes.
You can like deal maker
Yes,
50
Greta.
fucking million.
Yeah, just.
That's so fucking rude.
This is what she does.
Yeah, this is
Greta,
what she does.
Sort it out.
Okay, it's back to 6 gold.
And can she get us like food and other stuff too?
Long story short,
Furs and
Yeah.
you're going to be here until halfway through into tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Waiting for them to go backwards and forwards. There's an awful lot of talk as to whether you're trustworthy. Turns out they don't care if there's an elf involved, but they do know that everyone expects them to increase the price if there's an elf involved. So they do, because there's an elf involved,
Right.
and it's the expected outcome. They're willing to use the expectation. Greta cottons on relatively quickly and folds her arms and says, well, this gold's not going to you. Next, I'll speak to someone who actually knows how to trade and isn't going to lie to me.
Oh no, she didn't!
This is
Greta's
why.
dead.
This is why she's awesome.
It actually turns into an argument, as this one claims he didn't lie.
Mm.
And it eventually requires the arrival of one of their elders.
Shit.
With a big long beard,
Can't be that many deaths.
a bald head, and a mighty gash out the side of his face that's barely healed,
I
stitched
feel
up.
like we've met this one before.
As he sits down and says, right, well, you tell me what you would call Himalaya. And she explains the situation and how the price was increased because an elf was involved. But it shouldn't have been, because he has no issue with elves. The dwarf's face goes white. She says, my ancestors had trouble with elf once. As well, that will be in the clan records then.
Oh, no.
Great.
He says, I'll back down. He says, they can up themselves a 2.1% discount.
Ooh, nice.
And
Get that
Greta
right
says, I don't think
Super
that's enough.
good.
He has been found lying. You withdraw that! I will withdraw it for a 10% discount. Well, I never lied! And the elder says, well then clearly, you're offering her a 10% discount for the provisioning. And he says, well, I did like the cut of the way they stood. He says, upright, upstanding, like fine fellows. I will give them a 7.5. And she says, 12.5.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
goes, no. The elder says, well, what's it going to be? 10%! Spittle flying. And we get ourselves a 10% discount on our food.
Nice.
We managed to get ourselves provisioned a host of relatively stinky furs that we can wear to hopefully hold off against the worst of the cold
Greta
on
and
the
Albert
outside.
probably still have theirs, right?
Yeah, they do.
It was a lot worse.
Seeing that
Scabby
elder
old pilgrim's
had
robes.
a wound,
Armour.
Gerhardt would like to try and just offer services to see
Yeah,
if
no.
he can. No?
They have no interest at all in a human dealing with it.
Work.
Work, no.
You could offer to sell healing herbs, maybe, but right, like the plant itself is not.
If he were an
fungi,
apothecary,
right?
he probably could. Yeah.
Which he is not.
If he studied dwarven physiology
Well,
and read it,
that was the thought process.
That's the
Getting a
problem.
bit of exposure to that. Okay, well, he looks a bit dejected and fucking.
You could potentially pay one of them to let you do a medical on them.
No.
I think they would find that
Here's a
highly
goal. Let me
sus.
see you naked.
I'll do
Grudge!
Work it! Work it back!
You go, girl.
I'll get some medical work done. Check up on Leopold's eyes. Right, because they would.
You're not going to demand that Barak work it.
No, I'm not.
Okay, good to know.
Barrack's fine. I know I did a short term make a deal with a dwarf, but I don't know where that's going.
I mean, that would be one way to negotiate.
Fucking
That being
Right.
the case,
Leopold, I've got all my stuff out. Can I have
You
a
did
look at your eyes
Say
quickly?
you have a nice house.
Sure.
Have a look. Right, they are getting better. They are getting better. Aren't
no,
they?
they're not.
No, they're going bad. They've got bad eyes.
So
Going back.
Are they the same as last time?
Yeah,
And then
that's
they
the
got
question.
better, but not best.
Yes,
So they
they
are
look
getting better.
identical to last time,
Right.
which is slightly shocking in and of itself. You're not quite sure what's going
Which
on.
is
there.
they're no longer like suppurating.
Yes,
Was
they're
that-
not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you feeling any pain?
yeah.
More
Is
than
it
normal?
different?
No,
I mean,
It's just
the same
sore.
as- yeah, I mean, it's always a bit sore.
Right. And okay. It looks. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks different.
Different how?
Like it's sort of healing, but stopped. It's gotten better, but it has not improved. Does that make sense?
Since then.
Since then, since
What
the
do you
initial
mean by
better.
got better?
Less weepy.
Was it weepy
It
before?
was a bit weepy.
you have to change your bandages about every other day or so because it
So
gets
that's
wet.
that's sort of cleaned up a little bit, but
Is
now-
it different on the inside?
yes. Again, less weepy.
It was weepy on the inside.
It was
Oh,
weepy. Do you not feel this when I'm changing the?
Not inside.
No, I put 2 small swabs in there, and then they get taken out and changed each time. It's very disgusting.
I meditate because it's very uncomfortable.
I thought you would smell it. The smell itself is just horrific.
I just thought that was you.
No,
So
Like
like
a-
my shitty britches.
you ever,
All of you assume I'm wearing breeches.
no, you ever smelt it when they burn the hair off a pig? That's what that smell is. That was you.
Godly
You
speak.
can't say that that's a smell you were often paying attention to.
I'm surprised you've ever smelled that.
Yeah, you go past a place and
Remember
they're
when
burning.
Just a place.
tried to...
I mean, I know you smelled roast boar.
They've never just walked down the street and they're just burning pigs.
Oh dear.
Just another festa.
Yeah, totally.
My wife is just looking so confused.
By the humans cracking up in the corner. They're going a bit hysterical.
Am
All
I
the
okay?
horrors
Am I
they've
fine?
seen. You are, yes.
Am I okay?
No, you're fine.
Oh.
Right, well, So, yeah, it
That's
smells.
really interesting. Maybe it's just the South Mountains that are the problem.
It could
I've
be.
been high before.
You have?
Wait, what's poisonous about the air in the South?
What?
Ooh.
Well, we're high now, and it.
Are we?
What's going on with Aluminium?
We're not
Are you
that
okay?
high,
What's
are
going
we?
on?
No, I think the point she's trying to make is that she's high up in
You're
the
high.
mountains and she's not.
Is it
having
as
Oh,
high?
Hence my question.
That's a good
Are we not
question. You don't
underground?
know.
No, because we
No, we
came
were
up
outside.
to-
We were on
yeah.
the
Oh,
ledge.
cold, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
by the main
I
entrance.
got outdoor survive.
Are we as high?
I'm
Like,
not going to tell you
right
anything
next to
about that. No,
Apparently.
Are we as high as we were down there?
you don't know. No
What
idea.
about navigation? Would that help you?
That's what I was going to say.
It'll help you get from one place to another, but it's not going to tell you how high you are. You've
Right.
no idea. You'd need to have some frame of
I just
reference.
didn't really.
Perhaps a place where you could see down would
Yes,
be
we'll do
useful.
that.
But
No.
this particular hold, which is underneath a volcano, as you know, leads out into a valley, which is relatively flat. It's not going steep down. It's just an area you could walk across for a few
Right,
miles.
so maybe we're not that high.
So sorry, I don't know what came over me
No,
there.
it's okay.
When did this happen then?
We're still
Oh,
talking
the
about
last
high.
last time I saw you. Last time I took you over. Just post your vision that said where
You
it's
were-
When I was still comatose
Yeah,
after
yeah,
I
yeah,
sprayed.
yeah.
Oh right, okay. So that was
Perhaps.
right after you drove
Yes.
the.
Perhaps your wound is just a representation of the corruption of the empire of man. And we made
I-
that slightly better, and you got slightly better.
I don't think so, but I think it might have something to do with the hammer.
Okay.
And whilst they discuss the ins and outs of Leopold's stinky eyes and lack thereof, and vacillate between being very serious and concerned about the journey ahead and cracking up because of their inability to
Hold on.
cope with the horrors that are potentially lying ahead, we shall move towards the break.
Hi, I'm Andy. You've just been watching me playing LAWhammer. Hopefully you're enjoying what we're doing, and you might want to go check out our Patreon, where you can see all of the special rules that Andy Law has written for this, as well as all the maps, the careers, and everything that he's done. You may even want to fling a little money our way, which we can spend on lights, cameras, mics, or we can just blow it all on hats. You may want to visit our friendly Discord community as well, where people chat about the episodes and come up with their various theories and conspiracies and so on. So any support you can give us, that'd be great. But whatever you do, like, subscribe, and smash the bell for notifications.
The party, bless their souls, make for an interesting group. Whether it's Alaminawythe and the gigantic scarf-covered hammer that sits upon her back, whether it is Birdie and the clanking mass of armour that she has upon her back, most of which really needs a good looking at, and the leather needs to be replaced. Whether it's our blind priest with apparently stinky eyes.
Formerly stinky eyes.
Yeah, no
longer
no
stinky
seepage
eyes.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite.
Nice.
And let's not forget a weird spiked hammer.
Whether it's Elric, a bright wizard mixed amongst the rest of these fine fellows. Whether it's Gerhardt fussing over another little book, or fussing over another little detail, and the fact that the dwarves, as he generally bickers to himself, weren't willing to effectively offer themselves up for his scrutiny.
Doesn't make sense.
Whether it's Ume and her clothing, which looks like once it may have looked very fine, but no longer does. Hey, you've been out in the wild. Or whether it's Greta and her functional clothing, dressed up in the furs that she had originally chosen to wear, given where you and she were looking for you all. We have all of that, plus the furred cloaks and extras that you have bought from the dwarves added on top. Now out in the wilds, we wish we'd been just a little bit more careful with buying gloves and hats because it's pretty cold. We are high up in the world. And the valley that leads from the volcano, from Carrickskug, indeed, winds down with a half-frozen stream making its way through parts of the middle. Occasionally, a smaller tributary matches up with it as you hop over. A long time ago, there was a road here. It's no longer here. There is the occasional broken cobble at a funny angle. Most of it has been completely overgrown, frozen, overgrown, and frozen over time. Every once in a while, a small section of the old road can be seen. And it was cobbled a long time ago. It's odd to think that 2,000 years back, this was a primary trade route down towards the early tribesfolk of Middenheim, one presumes, before this place fell. And that thousands of years before that, it apparently had somewhat of an issue with the primary holds of the dwarves in the World's Edge Mountains. And they lost their hold. And those survivors moved out towards Middenheim. People that they had traded with for some time, people that they had helped secure the Fauschlag in the first place. It's chilly, breath steaming in the air, and there's enough wind that it feels quite freezing, and it nips at your cheeks, at your fingers, and is generally uncomfortable. Of all the things you expected to see as you move down towards the twist in the valley as it turns to the right, what you actually see was not high on the list. There is somewhat of a plummeting hill as it turns round. The rise of rocks to either side and a small, if we were to use a modern word, airport. Because there's 5 dwarf balloons.
Oh. Well, that's how we left last time, in an airship.
That's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are of different shapes and sizes. 2 of them are long blimp style balloons with almost what looks like a ship, a large gondola sitting underneath, with dwarfs busying about them. One is a large balloon, which is slightly off the ground, normal balloon shape, with a big stone under, where presumably a dwarf could sit. Several swivel guns sit attached to that at either side, and there's 2 dwarves bickering underneath one of those. The next one beside that is, if anything, an even longer balloon. And this one has multiple layers in the gondola stroke ship that sits underneath it. And there's a bunch of dwarves there drinking, one of which is spewing over the side. As you come over the crest and look down, those of you with acute sense sight will note the spewage. You lucky elf. It's a bit too far for everybody else.
Do I hear the splash?
Can I smell it?
It's a little bit too far away because it's well over a mile away.
Our cloaks are real smelly.
And that's also fair. The last of them is a host of smaller balloons attached to a basket. And a human who's sitting there with a pair of spectacles with multiple lenses on it, hands on hips, looking at his multiple balloons held in place by ropes, looking over at their one big balloon and the stone that it's lifting, looking at his basket, looking at his balloons, looking back in that direction, looking down. Several of the dwarves are looking at his balloon, and as much as humour could be understood in the dwarf faces, for those of you with acute sense sight, it is acute sense sight, it is quite clear. They're finding the human balloon very amusing. In the distance, a gyrocopter is making its way around and towards as it swoops at an angle to where the rest of the dwarfs are. Anyone have lore? Dwarfs. Yes. You may do a lore dwarfs test as what is there becomes quite clear to you as it's described.
One success.
Does it? Can you see all this stuff?
Now, it requires someone to tell him, but I'm sure that someone will.
Oh my goodness! Look at all those balloons
Exposition.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
One success.
and a gyrocopter.
Which is the most I can get.
These are not local.
Oh, so they will hang out.
Not local at all.
Human one.
And indeed, you're a bit interested to see that they're on the outside and not the inside. It suggests they don't want to be in there. They have no interest in being in there. And perhaps, given how they have been reacting, you're not that surprised. They've gained a hold, and they're a bunch of city dwarfs, many of whom have no idea what they're doing and have never lived in such an environment throughout their lives. And you don't want to say that the idiots are in charge, but with the loss of the core of their leadership, they have left perhaps not the best individuals in charge. They didn't even want to speak to you directly. The ambassador spoke to you. You got sent to the front gate, and everyone that you talked to was really confused and uncertain about where they were, trying to look like they were better, but they just weren't. And that's what lies out before you. What are we doing?
Do we have to go past them?
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
I mean,
Can we get a lift?
I was going to say.
you can hide. We could try and bargain for passage.
And then what, to get accused of lying?
Remember, you covered this before. You advised me always to be there,
Yeah.
not to hide.
No, we're just going to have to pay a lot of money to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's basically it.
Given the effects, how it might make them less hatey towards you.
You're not that convinced that if a hammer has those effects, because you as characters know, you as people know, but you just, you don't really see, you don't know that what it's doing.
But I can imagine for us, like we think, well, it won't be affecting us.
Yeah, exactly.
But it'll affect dwarfs.
Yeah, possibly.
Because it's from a dwarf god.
Yeah, but
even
it
then,
might not.
what's the
It's
effect?
illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's hiding all
Now
the
it's the
time.
hammer of the empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, whilst getting, I mean, I'd love to travel on one of those balloons. Look fantastic.
I'm just thinking it might be faster.
No, absolutely. Where to?
Middenheim.
Altdorf.
Because we don't have to go to
If it would
Middenheim if we're
go,
going via
yeah.
balloon.
Well, why don't we go to?
Does it go that far? Do they travel in one go that
You
far?
have no idea.
Yeah.
We were on
If
one.
they're from
That
another,
doesn't mean you know how long its range is or how far they
Might
can
have
go.
talked to someone.
if they're
No.
from another hold, it'd be a fair distance away.
I guess there's no harm in asking.
But I also think Malachi's ship was a little bit special.
I don't think we should go straight to a place. I think we should stop nearby and
Figure out what's going on.
get intelligence.
Back to Delbears.
Yeah,
Greta says, I don't think Alaminawites should do any talking, regardless of...
No.
I try not to.
Agreed.
Greta,
Around
you've been our best negotiator. I think you stay at the forefront there.
I could just go down, I could go over and have a word with them if you stay over here.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the hammer to Leopold?
No.
What if they search us?
Then they'll see
Then they'll see.
They'll see
golden hammer
the
hammer
it's a
for-
human hammer.
for humans.
human.
It doesn't look like a dwarf
Two
hammer.
great rune. No, it does. It's got two.
It's got dwarf runes in it, but it looks like it was made for humans.
All right. That's
Remember,
fine.
it looks like the one Carl Francis.
Sure.
Or
And
so
then
you
only
all
one
tell me.
master room is
I can
there's
sort of see it
two
because
of
it's
them.
magic.
They can do two because there's the.
I
It
thought
depends
there
if
was
random
only
doors would
one
know
was
the
it?
master. We don't.
Plus, I've
don't-
never been
don't know
searched
that,
by a
do we?
dwarf before in my life.
All right.
As
You
Greta
wanna touch
says,
it.
I'm not liking the look of that engineer as she gets closer. And I definitely wouldn't like to be in one of their baskets. So I suppose speaking to the dwarves would make more sense. Imagine being in a basket in the air. She shudders. It sounds awful.
Also, it means the basket even big enough for 7 of us.
I really doubt it.
Plus, I hope a pilot of some sort.
Right, I'll be back soon.
But ask them for news as well.
I suppose, if they have any.
Well,
The
they must
engineer
have
might.
flown here.
What even is the date?
When even is
What year is it?
Where are we?
I
Is
slept
the
too
Empire
long.
still safe?
In ruins, you say.
The dwarfs and Greta speak for some time. You hear the occasional laughter, and she gets brought up into one of the ships, not the biggest of them, and sits and has a chat up there, taken into a back hold. More chatting going on, you presume, until eventually about 20 minutes later, she comes out, waving goodbye, comes down. A bunch of dwarves come over to sit with their arms folded, watching her go back to where you all are. They look over to where you are. One of them pulls out a pair of spectacles, looks over. As Greta crunches through the half-frozen grass and arrives. So there's quite a lot to say. They come from the capital,
Which one?
the dwarf capital,
Oh,
far, far to the south.
Have they come to check out this newfound retaken home?
Yes, they had. And they are very disappointed that there is no one to receive them. I think it would be fair if I were to describe their opinion of the dwarves inside Carrick Skug as exceedingly low. And they have decided to wait here until the arrival of, as they kept on saying, the king. I very carefully attempted to negotiate that around to, there's a queen, and they weren't having it.
They don't mean their king, no, the High King. No.
I am not convinced that they don't mean that, which means that they might have decided to settle here for years. I think they've got orders, which they were not willing to divulge. If I was to call where they are, I would say they're bored.
Oh.
Very bored. Cold and bored. They've been trading directly with the dwarfs of Carrick Skug for supplies. And they've been sending out one of their pilots, who you might have seen when we arrived at Jarricot. You've hopefully heard them, Leopold, to look for animals. And they're intending to go fly out and trade with some of the local farmers. So far, they have found none, because there are very few humans living up here. And the alternative is to move over towards Middenheim, who are in a state of war at the moment and are not selling anything, which they know. On that, they did have some news, and that's that they passed many burning settlements on the way up. Not one or two, but many. There is also rumours of many troop movements and the like, of which they have absolutely no interest in. I asked if there was a possibility that we could be taken somewhere. And there was a lot of folded arms and dissatisfaction there. They chatted for some time concerning the nature of their orders. They went off and they discussed it amongst themselves, and they eventually came back and said that if we could come up with an appropriate sum, they would be willing to discuss it. And I said, yes, but what is an appropriate sum? Of course, we don't understand the normal fare for carrying someone by air to another location. That turned into another long conversation, which is why it was taking so long. And they eventually discussed amongst themselves and said that there's two ways that we could pay for it. First is with intelligence, somewhere where they could definitely secure supplies. That would be worthwhile to them. They were quite practical about that, I thought. If they could definitely secure supplies, and enough supplies for all of them, there's a total of 174 of them, plus the engineer who's discussing matters with them. Supplies for them for at least a year. They would consider that any debt that could be incurred would be paid. However, should that fail, it will be 320 crowns. And I asked, in turn, what if we believed that we could secure the supplies? And it turned out that when we arrived at the place, that what we offered did not come to pass. They were prepared for this. They said then the cost would be 640 crowns because of the failure to see the deal through. It would be a discount if we went for the gold option, and they're just looking for money so that they can supply themselves with whatever particular merchant or farm that they find. I think that normally they would charge more, but they don't believe we have the money, which I don't believe we have the money either.
We do not have the money.
We do not have the money. That being the case then, do we have anyone that we know, either locally or possibly at a distance, if we're going somewhere distant, who would be willing to supply almost 200 dwarfs with a year's worth of supply? Pay, of course, they'll pay. It won't be, but they're looking for a reliable partner.
Do we know who Boris left in Midnight?
What
Or
about
who we would have likely, like, is there a Chamberlain or...
We don't even know he's left Midnight.
We know he's
know
not there.
we
because
we know he was going out.
Greta and Elric believe that they're on the march. Yeah, believe.
Although obviously,
And there was word that Katerina was leading parts of those forces and they were in the south.
No, I think that was word that these characters didn't get.
Was it?
Yeah,
Well, then maybe you don't know.
I don't know that.
just because obviously Middenheim is
I don't
yeah,
know
like
that.
I think that was when we were.
Yeah, that was the
in
knack
Ubersreich.
part. I don't know that.
Well done.
we've got
Thank you.
the claws, we've got clout,
Yeah,
for lack of a better word, in Middenheim.
No,
Is there not in Altdorf?
Mhm.
Is there not a specific temple of Sigmar that's specifically designed to cater to visiting dwarfs and look after their hospitality needs?
No, not really, but sort of yes.
I'm sort of remembering one that you were going to get me to write.
Yeah, which is why I say sort of.
Yeah.
There is, but there is a big delegation here.
Yeah,
And
it's like
the-
a monastic order, isn't it?
Yeah. And they are not lore theology tests for you. I'll make that all. Give it
Also,
there.
I guess a question to get at, did they say how far they can go? Like, is there a limit to how far they can get us?
There was a point of pride that they were quite clear they could go anywhere that our simple minds would be
Curious.
That's
interested.
Not very helpful, though.
No, but given that they had come from the capital of the dwarfs, which
I
is
have no idea where that is.
it's far south of the empire.
Okay.
Far south of the
Maybe
empire.
not Nippon far, but it's...
still fun.
It's far. So one presumes that anywhere in the empire. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to make the deal. That's the problem. They have an outstanding deal with the High King. And you could go there,
But if they're
but
from the High King's Hold,
only if they're staying.
What-
Which means that they won't make a trade partner. But if they stay, they could, but they want to stay up here.
So,
So not quite what you're looking for.
for one
I mean,
thing,
although I suppose potentially Greta could try and counter-propose that they could wait in Altdorf because it's so close relative to.
I mean, you certainly could give
we
that one a
felt
go.
remember, you said you felt a terrible thing around the flame. We do not even know if the Graf has left Middenheim. For one,
He has.
we don't know that. It was
Greta,
months
we
ago.
know that.
Yeah, but we
you
don't
also
know if
knew
he's
that Dara
still
was
gone.
alive, right?
It's
No,
fair.
I
We
knew
don't know
that
where
she
he is.
We
I
don't
mean-
know where he
Alive.
is. We don't know if he's there.
We
or
don't know
not.
what the front of the
Right.
war is, assuming there even is a
Exactly.
front.
They're not trading.
If Delbez was still standing, they would probably trade. They're led by a burgomaster, and they are a trading town. That would be the best option.
Depends where we're going. Has there been a decision made as to where we're going?
No, not yet.
Altdorf, sure.
Is it outdoor fire?
That might be a
or
war zone,
direct
Yes.
to outdoor.
Yeah, but we know that's where we have to go.
and that's ultimately what we want
But
with the
do we
hammer.
want to go stealthily or arrive by a big balloon?
Well, we've not actually said that's not where we want to go. That's just where we think we want to go. We want to go to
Carl
France, and we don't know where Carl France
To be
is.
fair, yeah, if there's a war happening, he might not.
Exactly. He may be on a front line. He may either be south towards my father, or he might be north and striking out against Middenheim.
Or he
currently.
might be fighting Talabek.
Or he might be fighting. So we need to find out where he is, or
What
will be.
about the Von
Can I do an
Tassenix?
oracle maneuver, please?
Yes. What is the question that we heard there?
Where is Carl France?
How is Carl France?
Why is Carl France?
What is Carl France?
Oh, it's a pass.
signs and sigils, oracular awareness, as he stumbles down to one knee and shakes his head and speaks. Where the white walls fall, he says, King of Thrones and his lies, he says. And then he died long ago beneath the city.
Oh, bollocks.
And that's what you say.
Someone repeat what you say because I couldn't hear it.
He's in Altdorf.
Well, no, I believe that's referring to you referred
He
to
died long ago beneath the city.
yes, which we know because we should have asked where the
Well, normally intentionality resolves with that. Like if I'm thinking of the Ghal-Maraz I'm thinking of, it knows the Ghal-Maraz I'm thinking of.
oh right okay
Maybe-
that
But clearly that's not what's happened here.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it still could be both. Where the white walls fall, Altdorf has white walls. King of Thrones and his lies, that could be the Ghal-Maraz we're thinking of. He died long ago beneath the city, could be the other one. No?
Greta says,
Well,
well, I mean, King of Thrones.
it's an odd thing to say, isn't it?
Can I do lore theology in that phrase?
Sure.
I'll do a history on it. That's okay.
3, yeah. Cool.
Oh! Crits!
Sweet.
Do the thing where you say you're a clever little boy.
It's a double crit.
Double crit!
So a 4.
Yeah, it's pretty crap. Oh, +9. So
13.
13 successes.
I'm
Oh,
also, I
like
think I'm on
13.
120 as well.
And yeah,
No,
we're
but it's
running
a
with
crit,
history.
so you're cool. Even if it's advanced, right?
Pardon?
Yeah,
If
but we're
it's
just
an-
talking about like how much extra he's getting.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like
good.
plus 50.
Oh.
So
it's
first,
just a-
lore theology. It is not a phrase that you are aware of. However, as Gerhardt
Did you
is
clever
sitting
boy?
there, the numbers pie by his head. Whoa! Supernumerate's finally useful.
For words? This doesn't make any sense.
Words are just numbers in disguise.
Oh my god, you're a computer all along.
Ah. King of Thrones. Yeah. You remember your grandmother once using the phrase, which is what clicks everything into place as your mind starts going, click, click. She was referring to the High King of the Dwarfs, who was the King of Kings, the King of the Thrones, the one who stood amongst and above them all, both elected from amongst their number to be their leader for the rest of his life. It was the model that the Emperor copied, Emperor Sigmar. Or at least it's the model he was given by the High King. This is how you should lead your people. You have all of these tribes, and you should be the King of Thrones above them, the High King. You remember, Ardria was the old Gospodari word, Ardria, for the High King, rather than the lower kings. And it went very close to the dwarf, the Rinte. The Rinti for the queen. The Rinte, the High King. Close. You were later told by your mother that your pronunciation of Khalazid was terrible.
Yeah.
Your grandmother didn't want to tell you. You were only 7. You found of late that your mind has been really rummaging through those old memories. Memories that aren't yours. And what you're finding particularly fascinating as you do so is that you remember them with an almost just thinking about it makes you a bit upset. With clarity that you don't feel like Gerhardt could possibly have. You can remember your life in a way that he likely just can't, because you can't remember what you were doing last year as well as you can remember what you did when you were 6. Because those are real memories that you made.
Mm.
But the memories you've been given, the numbers,
Yeah, they're just DVDs.
Yeah.
Just slotted into my mind, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know kung fu.
If only.
And you remember your mother taking you aside and saying your grandmother didn't want to tell you just how badly you've been pronouncing the Khalazid, how badly you've been pronouncing the Unberigan, and how you should be able to do better because you, stop, are the clever one. And your mum. Which leaves you feeling slightly depressed because she's not even your mother. But you would guess that that was a direct reference to the Emperor and the seat of the Emperor, the King of Thrones. He is the Emperor. He leads the other tribes, who are the Electrocounts. King is perhaps an old word, but perhaps that's what it was back then.
Right.
And it's been translated over the course of time into just different terms. Nowadays, we say Emperor. There's a part of you that thinks that possibly in the beginning, it just wasn't that. It's just been translated differently over time. And that now, it's Emperor.
Exposition. Given to you all.
Okay.
So that's what that means.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But-
strange actually.
I mean, that's not good news though, because he just said he's dead.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
impressive that you knew that, but
yeah.
No, but I still think
That
that
might
they
be
could be
talking
two
about
people.
It's interesting hearing him say that. I dry daina.
Mm.
That's who they all claimed you were. You believed it once.
Lies.
Immediate spit.
Yeah. No, but it's known from my people as well. The first phrase, Ardri, High
Right.
King.
It's interesting because technically, like that, it sort of sounds similar to the Dwarfish for Queen as well.
And the languages had to come from somewhere, I suppose.
Kingship, Rinty. There's
Well-
so many similar connections.
That and your it's been said multiple times. Your soul is
Pop the ring on.
there. You go.
That's,
Galric.
Greta. Yep. And just doesn't look at you.
So strange, especially if that is linked to what you say, what your people told you of you.
Yeah, but it's
So what
not
are we
true.
going to do?
So, do we think he's in Altdorf or Delbers?
Well, he's definitely
He's definitely not in Delbez, but Delbez, I think, is. We know the Duke. We know that the town has paid the Duke to just let them go about their trading business. It's the most likely place we could get supplies.
They'd have news as well.
And they'll have news.
Yeah.
And they're on a river that our barge has been to before.
Greta, just to clarify,
We might be in a lot of financial trouble if we prove to be wrong.
yes.
That is true.
So do
I
we-
would prefer to have a very solid place that
Do
we can
we
go.
do we have any liquidity in the barge in terms of could we sell
We
the
have-
ownership papers to cover that? If,
We have no idea. I mean, it could be sunk for all we know.
but yeah,
Not to
could they
mention,
help us find it? Like,
We just go up really high and look.
It would be somewhat
Lucas!
of a wild goose chase, I think. The barge could be anywhere.
we know it was just outside Talapine.
But that was
the last
3
known
months
low
ago.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they don't move, they don't
make any money.
they don't make any money.
They're just paying.
They can't,
They just
they
pay
can't
docking
pay,
fees.
yeah,
They ca- they
docking
have
fees,
to
they can't pay
remove.
the staff. So they'll have been trading up and down
Yeah.
the Talabek and the Reich, presumably
Yeah,
waiting
license
for
to trade,
news.
do they? It's awesome.
what about the von Tasserniks? Because they sent us, didn't they? The
Mhm.
Osland
Let's
guy.
count. Yeah.
Is that not like so far away from Altdorf?
that's no, very no.
I know, but it's far enough away that it's probably still standing.
But he probably didn't go back there. We don't know if he's there. And he's the one we...
What do we
We,
need?
we need to go to
Oh.
Altdorf, so as close as we can. If Aluminowite says they're bears,
No,
He's not
big,
solid.
a big river-based trading
Kemperbad.
Kempbad.
I don't
I
know how
am
close
thinking-
anything is to anything.
Right.
Greta says,
No sense
if they're in a state of heightened alert because of war, they'd be almost impossible to
And
trade
also,
with.
I think
Elves.
the elves are.
Yeah.
in
I mean,
charge.
I have relatively good relations with the Burgermeister there. But they're relatively good.
As long as he doesn't
Um,
open his drawer.
In theory, though,
They're
if
relatively
Middenheim
good.
stands and the position that we hold within, could we not secure trading and then when the dwarves go back, they could, like, we could just like literally a flying visit to Middenheim, sort them out, and then drop us to Altdorf. I imagine it's kind of like over the way to Altdorf anyway,
We
from where we are.
Well, up Middenheim.
Yeah.
No, we don't have
Yeah, so you're here.
Where's our
Here, Middenheim's there.
we-
Yeah,
Altdorf's
Altdorf.
all the way down here.
We could propose that as a counter deal, though. So we take them to Middenheim and secure trade at Middenheim.
We have one choice. Or
What
we'll just be
about-
seen as Oathbreakers.
what
We
about,
didn't take them to where we need to be.
Well, that's what I was
Karabakh.
going to say. We would counter propose before we
Karabakh,
left
not
a
bad.
contract.
What about Karabakh? Because there's a Lebanese embassy there.
Yeah, but are they going to have access to all the funds and food required for a year's worth? Given that embassy might also be shut now.
What if that's
Karabakh
their
might be
problem?
gone.
But it won't be their problem,
be
it'll be
our
ours.
No, but if it's my problem, it's their problem.
Oh, you mean Nepalese
I see what
problem?
you're saying.
Yeah.
She says,
It also depends if the embassy stands. Karabakh, I think
Was
we
it
have
besieged?
knowledge of
And
it
if
being
Karabakh-
besieged.
And
Yes, we do from way back.
Greenskins? Was it?
I mean,
Yeah,
Middenheim's
yeah,
going to need
No,
money
no, but
for
we,
the war.
we knew
They're not trading.
about
The
Oh,
rest
did
of
we
the-
cover that?
yeah.
They're not trading.
Greta says, there are a host of places that I could get relatively short-term trades with, but not for a year.
no.
200 people for a year is
So
a
that is,
large ask.
that is part of the deal. It is our responsibility to ensure that that can
Yes.
last for the full year.
Yes.
Right.
Why-
And
It's
should it not
about
last for the year, we will be responsible for the
And-
full amount of money.
And that is always going to be picked up by the dwarves, so they will always come
They're
along.
paying, yes.
Okay, fine.
They're happy
so
to
the
pay.
trade route is via the barge, via the balloons.
And that, I presume, is how they wish to trade,
that's
yes.
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Just from a position
And they're, as I say, they're willing to pay.
Yeah.
But if, say, 9 months later, the people who we have high,
Run out of.
well, exactly, they will say, then you have welched on your deal and we will owe them the full amount.
Well,
How
is-
how far
Good
are
point.
we from the
Aberlanded.
nearest?
Aberlanded.
Hammer landed on the deal.
How far are we from the nearest settlement that could give us more news? And
I
then
don't
we
know.
come back.
I don't know. I mean,
Middenheim is going to be the closest.
no, probably 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And Middenheim we can't
It's
do.
not really something we could go back and forward on.
Uh,
What about wasn't there that Ulrican like the I don't even know what they call them, fortress, the place where like Katerina was sent.
Like, like a monastery or whatever.
Yeah, isn't that in between? Like I don't know the
Again,
geography
would
well
a
enough.
monastery have a year of supply? Oh, no, you mean for us to go on foot.
How well supplied was Mol?
It's a relatively small town.
Yeah.
It used to be a large town, but as you know, was sacked by elves.
my father could
what-
do it.
Uber's
What
right?
about in your
Black Rocks?
Newfoundland could do it. They have plenty of supplies, can last for a year if needed. It's closer. The only issue I have there is
No, we're not in the south anymore.
no. I'm saying we would fly to
No.
Newfoundland, which would be
which is closer to Old.
a
Too
lot
closer,
closer.
yes.
The only problem there is my father and also
Like
Greta, your father, and that's the risk of that place.
Yeah,
But
because
it
Father,
would-
they might not accept anything from you. Given
Also
that they
true.
are aware that you're,
yes,
yeah.
but they also might not be there if they're off fighting.
I
Somewhere.
mean, last we heard they
I think
weren't
that's
there,
likely.
but that was months ago.
It
Who
was.
use-
and
who's
Emmanuel
employed by
Nacht
Nacht again?
would help us.
Uber's right.
Who's employed by her?
Bernie.
Again, just a bit
Well,
of meta thing here, but do you think you would think you'd have leverage on that if you went right to Uber's right?
I've known her a long time. I think we could do it.
But what would we pay to get that? What would it cost
Information.
us?
Well, letting her
You
know
don't think
that
Nack
we've
will want to know that we have the
Ghal-Maraz to
hammer?
do.
Of course she will.
Yeah.
But she will still
She'll want
leverage
to
it.
play.
She is a trader.
Is there a simply we don't have the money, but you're talking a lot about places that you have good, trade relationships with. Is there somewhere that we could go where you could get a credit line for the money to pay them that we could then pay off?
It's a lot.
It is.
640 crowns. It would
No.
require my father's seal.
No, but 640 is if we promise them food and don't get them food. If we tell them we've got the gold and that it's at the destination, then it'll be 3
But again,
times
I don't require my father's seal to get the gold.
Right.
And I'm no longer trading on behalf of the company, so
What is there a place in your father's lands that
I would not go to Tame.
actually that was a foolish statement.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there. In fact, I wouldn't go anywhere where the Marauders
What
are
about-
in strength.
No.
No, Nilden's very far to the south, so it's probably no good to us.
So from this, I think our best options so far are Delbert's and hoping to leverage that. And if that fails, then we are poor. The next alternative would be Ubersreich and the hope of leveraging our relations and information with Nacht. That seems to be strong, but potentially far from where we want to be. And it will very much put us on arguably the opposite side that we wish to be on. If we are seeking to pass the hammer over to France.
It's a good way to stop a war, though.
It's a good way to continue on,
Again, why are
potentially,
we
depending on who gets it.
Altdorf?
Well, who do we know in Altdorf?
Altdorf that
I mean-
we can convince to trade with the dwarves for a year.
Well, I'm sure if we're saying,
Especially if
Carl, here's your hammer.
But he might not be there.
he might not be there. the
So we
walls are
arrive
on
there and they
fire.
say, well, he's not here. They take us back and we have to work off 640 gold
What about
Corman?
crowns worth
the
of...
college?
Bright College is not known for taking on large debts.
Yeah.
the brother? What's his name?
Emmanuel Ferrand.
The Knights
He
Panther
also
have
might not be
lots
there.
of money.
Hmm?
The Knights Panther.
Knights
There
Panther
is
are
Altdorf.
very rich, yeah.
Yeah, your old pal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's in Altdorf.
I mean,
Assuming he's-
640 gold
Yeah.
So-
is a
lot.
fair chunk of money. How about you use your supernumerate and find out how many pence that is?
Are you? No.
Yeah, you can literally use your calculator right now. Just calculate it in your head.
Multiply it by
What?
20.
240.
multiply it by 12.
So
Okay.
640 times 240.
Thank you. Let's do some maths, everyone.
I mean, Marienburg's always open to trade.
640.
Oh, I know people in Marienburg. Is there a Nipponese embassy there as well?
There is.
Yeah, 150,000.
So that's approximately 150 grand. Okay, that's how much money you need to pull out. Just to give you a quick idea of what that means. It's a lot
Is it
of
all
cash.
four in the old world? Just fucking find it down the back of the couch.
150 grand in the back of my
Nice.
couch. Oh, please. Please. It'll pay for our new studio. Please. Get in there and find the money.
Okay. What are the
I've got a
cats?
chainsaw.
What are the cats hidden?
No, I actually think maybe Marienburg is a good shout. I don't think it's going to be actively
They
in.
would want to keep
So
Like
there
an
is a
attack.
problem.
It's
We're at war with Marienburg.
Are we?
Yeah.
I believe so.
and if they find out that we
In
have a
that
hammer,
Marienburg is probably joining the war.
Oh,
And if that's the case,
for their own self?
Yeah.
Well, they're a free state, yeah.
yeah, and we are a foreign state.
I mean, I'm a foreign state anyway.
Yes, but we will represent someone they may be at war with.
What time of year is it? Did
Winter.
we manage to find out?
Spring.
Top spring.
right.
Yeah.
Spring.
If we go to Ubersreich, that could also be declared a free state.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
We don't know that. I'm just saying, like, as players, we fucked over your home city.
Oh, great.
Where can we go
I just have
to
DVDs of
find
it.
the trade that we need?
I'm confident that wherever we go, I can probably secure something. If we go to any capital or major city, it will probably be harder
Why did we discount Temperbad?
because it's never
Elves.
going to happen.
Because
They're not going to be willing to supply dwarves, 200 dwarves, for that length of time without any comeback for it. No, they've got their own army to deal with.
That's the
I just
problem.
that one I don't
So
think
it's
will
too
work.
small.
It's not too small. They're a warfront. They're an independent city that
Well, that is too small then.
It's
They're
too-
an independent.
Too busy.
They don't,
Right,
have
yeah.
the, they don't have the resources.
other priorities.
I mean, they are somewhat of a breadbasket for the Reich, but they are going to be trading to keep themselves alive, to keep the Reichland forces off them, and presumably the forces of my father as well.
Surely something
Alright.
like Delbers would be similar then as well in terms of they would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where
possibly. They're right in-
drawing stuff from.
Delbert's is right on the V between
Yeah.
Karabberg
So-
and Altdorf.
We need somewhere that's going to have a great deal of grain that they can't necessarily.
I mean, it's not that much. It's only 200 for a year.
Yes, but and also is in need of money. And
This feels like if we had anybody we could ask a low politics question of,
Hmm.
this might be.
is that politics?
Not really politics. No.
If you had an oracle.
Economics. Social.
We'll do it once per session.
You can ask it. You can do the other thing.
You do an
Yeah.
Can I do an augury?
See the signs.
I could do an augury on the balloon
I mean, we
because
can-
we're wanting to use the balloon. That might, if I crit it, that might give us something.
Yeah, you might see signs around a particular
Yeah,
balloon, but that
I'll-
would mean that you'd have to take that balloon for it to be successful.
Why did you bring us in?
Are we far enough away that all of the balloons are kind of in my field of vision at once?
That will not count.
Let's try though.
Did they say, Greta, which balloon they would take us on?
No.
I still feel, just for simplicity's sake, it's Altdorf.
If it's under siege, they're not gonna have.
It's not going to be under siege.
It isn't?
No.
Do you know that? Or?
Right.
Well, we know that there was armies approaching and then they all left.
Yeah,
We know that because we were there and we left with one of said armies.
Yes,
do
but it's
you think
been
they'd be
months.
open to a route where we said, take us towards Altdorf, but if Altdorf looks bad, our plan B is Uber's right, which is just beyond Altdorf.
No.
And they
Sure,
weren't
no.
patient.
I got very
make it-
specific terms, and they're good terms, I think. And if I ask to break them, I'll lose the deal I have, and it will probably increase the price that would be requested.
At this point, it might be faster to walk for 2 weeks.
I was just
It's a long
thinking,
journey.
screw the balloons, let's just keep walking
Do-
because
Yeah.
we might come across an alternative mode of
To
transport.
be fair,
so
this
there's
is in game time 10 minutes of time that we're taking here to
Yeah.
do this,
Mm.
as opposed to weeks of trudging to Altdorf. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with trudging.
I'm far more concerned Kafrans will be dead.
Yeah.
That's my
What's-
concern. If we're at war, how many lives are we wasting because we couldn't save the weeks?
Yeah. What's the time limit on the payback?
I
As
imagine
it-
it's pay on
Immediately.
delivery.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's annoying.
Yeah.
In fact, if we are going with the gold route, do they want payment up front?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
so
we're fucked then. We
so
can't
it's
do any of
gotta,
it.
it's got to be we're going to provide you.
Oh, with food.
That's largely
Okay.
where we are, I think.
What about
Once we're
the
there, we're there.
what about the
It's-
place with
it's
the
a-
lead boxes?
Bergen.
Oh, that's kind of destroyed.
Did we do that?
No,
you
it's
got
destroyed.
blamed for it.
Oh, that's
Yeah. You're not well regarded there because you killed all of the ruling parties in that city.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were cold.
Yeah.
So if
Not all.
so, then
And to be fair, we
Some
didn't
of
kill the one that wasn't.
Yeah.
It's fair.
just to clarify, if we turn up,
Yeah.
say here's your food,
Yeah.
and then 6 months down the line, food breaks,
Yes.
we would then
Almost.
have to pay.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
but
So-
that is so we do have time to pay it back.
If that occurred, it would be a different circumstance. They would pursue us and they would expect us to pay the second they found us.
So-
That is fine.
So can I just check out of character, right?
Yes.
So we've all thrown around like Kemperbad and Delberds.
Mm-hmm.
And, can we do like we've all got lore of various different bits of the
Yeah.
Empire? Can we do that? To say, is there anywhere we're missing?
If anyone's
tends-
got a requisite skill that they wish to deploy,
I've got Lord Middenheim, which probably isn't very helpful.
given that Middenheim has already been discarded, you're correct.
We haven't thought about the Undercities.
Thank well.
Black Green, let's go!
I've
Aren't
got
they
Lord
like constantly
Empire.
struggling for food?
Lore Empire, it's a nice
Empire,
general test.
I've got Lore
Yeah, that's what I
Empire
thought
and
was
Lore
the thing,
Null.
because
Success.
that's
We haven't
the
talked about Null.
regulation.
You haven't do one of each. But,
And
Success.
No, Birdie mentioned no.
Yeah, but we never talked about it.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
so one success,
Yeah,
yes.
it's advanced. So it's
If one success is enough that if they're at war, you are quite convinced that this would not last at all. Now, might you be able to persuade someone to agree to it? Possibly. But it's not an individual place. It's going to be literally down to wherever you land, if you reach the right person.
So we need the right person, which does mean, actually, I think Ubersreich might be a good shout.
I've
Right.
got
Because if Nacht is there, if we can convince her,
2 successes.
On.
Lord Chaos. Is there anywhere that might be worthwhile?
Wild card!
Love it.
Yeah.
love your angle. No. Over on your side, how did you do on your test?
One
'Cause I could
success
do
for
Lord
the
Ancient
Empire
Empire.
and one success for null.
One success for Nuln.
Yeah, one success for
You
null,
think
sorry.
there is no chance that Nuln would do this deal unless you offered something like the hammer,
Yeah.
where then, oh hell yeah. You are deeply concerned, though, that a major city like that will be so full of cultists that the arrival of the hammer will be felt, and they will all come out of the woodwork to attack you.
What about Del Bren?
Interesting. On the lore, what was the other one?
Empire.
Empire. Lore of the Empire, one success. Most of the major towns in Midden Land would probably do,
Mhm,
as long as they're far away from the front line.
mhm.
If they're close to the front line, just a huge no.
Yeah.
But if they're relatively far away, they're going to be moving into overproduction and taxation anyway. And extra coin could be of some significant use. And a strong deal with the dwarfs might be of some use too. Especially because it opens a different diplomatic channel. There are few, however, major cities in Midland that you could fall back on, and you have no, close by relations to most. Delbert's is probably the only one.
Yeah.
And like the further away they are from the front line, the further they are away from where we're trying to go.
Correct. That's exactly the case. Now, Delbert's is quite far away, and you know the person there, presuming that they're even there.
Okay.
He won't be part of the army,
No.
though, because the state army there is run by the Burgomeisters.
Yeah.
And the Burgomeisters appoint nobles. They buy basically the
Yeah.
commission from them.
Yeah.
And he has no interest in
No.
that in the slightest.
He's most
Which-
likely to. be
He's
there.
most likely to be there. So he would be, if you're looking for a close option, a pretty good one. The further away option, yeah, Ubersreich does look like a pretty damn good shout too.
Also, look, as much as this is quite a large amount of money, in the time I think that we would, if it happens, we would default because of something going wrong. We can figure that part out. Realistically, this is just about getting that hammer to Karl Franz, and we can do that within, hopefully, under a month. And then we can deal with the idea of paying. And also, I'm sure Carl would be very happy with the fact that we've
Carl
returned...
Franz, not Carl.
Carl Franz, sorry.
Yeah, it's one name.
Ah, didn't know that.
Mhm.
Should have known that because
thought
I
it was a
live here.
hyphen.
Yeah. What's his second name then?
Oh, it's
Franz
fine
Franz?
No, he's
Is it
He's
just...
the emperor.
he's the emperor. He doesn't have second names.
He's
He's,
got a house
royalty.
like you do.
He's of House Holsbury
Right.
Schlichten.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, he doesn't have a second name.
Okay.
Like you don't have a well.
Yeah, sure.
Indeed. That's not true. Actually, he's got multiple
I
first
thought he
names.
was part of the France family.
No, he's not. Not part of the France family.
Don't even.
That's
Don't
That's
even
a,
start.
that's a second edition Easter egg for anybody who's watching.
So we actually don't need to keep that line of trade open for the full year. We just need it to be open long enough for us to be able to get the hammer to Karl Franz.
Get a nod. Yes, I agree.
So
And the least he can do if we give him the hammer is to
Exactly.
honour the trade.
So
where are you saying that we go?
Altdorf.
Dilbert, again.
Altdorf is
Yeah, Bert's-
probably the best.
Does it
position.
really speed us up that much though?
Isn't it Uber's right?
But we do need one person there that we can immediately
I mean,
seal the deal with. That's the one thing, right?
wait, sorry.
I think we could get a deal in Uber's right.
Right.
It's Uber's
But I
right.
do think it is very dangerous for at least two of us.
And Emmanuel Nacht has the seal
Yes.
of the emperor, so she would be making a deal on behalf of the emperor
To get him the hammer.
to
Okay.
get him the hammer.
Yeah.
Job done.
She even has a reason to do the deal.
Yes.
Uber's right.
Let's just hope
Uber's
she's still
right.
there.
Uber's right.
Uber's right. Shit.
I'm going.
I was really hoping we'd land in a different place.
Well,
Fortunately,
we still might if it crashes.
literally, fuck off. As she marches off through the snow.
They have pigs on
Crunch,
board,
crunch,
so we
crunch,
might finally
crunch,
smell
crunch,
the burning pig heads. And I was like,
The dwarves who've been watching the fairs the entire time, watching you discuss it all from a distance, watch her come crunching over. You can see them discussing amongst themselves. Clearly she's coming back. I wonder if she's got a deal. Do we have ourselves a different deal? A counter deal, perhaps? How's this all going to go down? As she's taken up the steps and starts talking to the dwarfs on the deck. There's nods. There's nods. She says a few more things. General nods. And She comes back down the stairs and comes all the way over. They'll leave tomorrow.
Right, good.
We are to provision ourselves and camp ourselves. They don't want us anywhere near them, which I thought was most ungracious. But they will leave tomorrow. They expect that we'll be in Ubersreich the day after.
Do they know?
And she just nods. The day after.
And that means we'll get a good view of the...
We are very likely to be seeing a good view of many things, particularly given that I made reference to the Imperial capital several times to the captain, and he's never seen it before, and he said that they could fly by. So
Good job.
Well done.
she says, I think we might
And
get
they-
a little flyby Altdorf.
And they know we have an elf.
I was just going
Parachutes
to
Yes.
say
might work.
yes.
Like just parachutes jump off. That might genuinely work.
If only there was
Parachutes
parachutes.
last time, so I'm sure he'll be fine this
Yeah.
time. We'll
I'm
just
sorry,
strap the
when
hammer
did you
onto your
think
back.
of the engineer
Aim
for
for the
it?
Grand Palazzo.
Goodbye,
So
world!
if I dropped the hammer, right, and then jumped off and pulled it back, would it just like the force?
It's the classic Thor's hammer
Jump me
run.
down.
Do you
Mjolnir!
have lore physics?
Nope.
Then I'll be fine.
Perfect.
What if you
Because if
tie
I
a
throw it
rope?
and suck
What if you tie a rope from the handle to round your waist and then throw it? Will it pull you?
Bisector.
Maybe you.
I'm sure this
Part
way
of
this
you.
would work.
What I really enjoy is chat with like Ubersreich about 20 minutes ago. And we're like, yeah, that's probably right, but we still got to chat it through. But
Yeah, well, we did.
well done, guys.
Have
You
they
know what
not
to do.
watched this for
I know.
3 years?
Wait, have we settled on Ubersreich?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you zone out there?
I was going to suggest somewhere else.
Yeah.
Were you indeed?
But wait.
Albion.
Camping out in the cold sucks. Endurance test for everyone, please. Difficulty is 4.
What if I'm hugging Elric?
What is?
If you're hugging Elric, it'll be difficulty 4.
What are the?
What is the
winds
use
like?
of you?
Terrible is none.
Terrible.
Yeah,
6 successes.
sweet.
Do I have to do it? Because I
Two.
don't really mind the cold.
Yes.
3.
Damn.
2 successes.
Spend a fortune.
Oh, can I spend a fortune point to get +1?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I will also do that. To
Ah,
make
that's
it three.
excellent.
Oh,
Well done.
3 doesn't help me either.
Is failing by 1 better than failing by 2?
Yes, it is.
Yes, so I will
It's
do
one
that.
better.
3.
3, sweet.
Super
Are,
nice.
are you fortune
Yes.
pointing up to 4?
I already did to get
You already
the
did. Superb. So for those of you who have not passed the number of I can't think of the right word.
Fails.
Successes. That's what I was looking for. That you fail by, is the number of weeks that you can't take advantage.
Oh my gosh.
Correct.
I'm really glad I spent a fortune.
Does and that
Does
if we're fighting, does that go over drill?
Tenacious will not
No.
provide an extra success on it because it's an endurance test. So yes, if you got the
So you
tenacious
got
talent,
it
you'll
for
add
four.
plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll add
So-
+1. So perfect.
So how much do we have to succeed?
Yeah,
right?
you always get
Four.
+1 in
Oh,
endurance.
So how many did you do? Or not do?
I'm still at new at this.
How badly did you do?
2 successes.
2 successes, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks of no advantage.
Will that go over like say if we've got drill
spent
and
fortune
combat?
Yes.
Because that's kind of
Talent benefits, I'll still let stand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I check
Mhm.
my savior talent that lets me spend fortune points?
Yes,
It doesn't let me add.
it does
fortune
not.
point if
It
they've
doesn't let
also
you
done
break
one.
out
Yeah,
the fortune
I didn't think
point
so,
rules.
but I just wanted to check. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
And I
gives some
critted.
advantage.
Well done. So you're fine. All
Just
great.
these two. I think.
Great.
Well, that's because Greta's
A week for you?
all cozy together.
A week, it could be worse.
It could be
Yeah,
worse.
it could be 2.
Especially because we'll be travelling for all of a day or so.
Well, it's 2 days. if you
Greta
count.
passed with
Yeah,
4
yeah.
successes.
Sweet.
Nice.
She's fine.
So, all of that said and done, the dwarves have got a very specific way of wanting to talk to you. They don't.
Fair enough.
Greta will bring it up the following morning. They don't want to talk to anyone. And they are quite convinced that the Empire is not their friend. And they don't want to talk to anyone. When I spoke to them, my initial repartee was all about trying to break through. But part of the deal is not to talk. And I think it's because of the long-standing allegiance that they have with the Empire, and they don't want to have it tested. They don't want anyone to make any requests of them because they might then feel that they have to consider it, see it through. So if we could just don't talk to them because I wouldn't like to accidentally break a deal because somebody says something foolish.
I got a question.
You're not allowed to talk at all.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Lindsay.
I know.
I'll leave it away. Just not saying it.
No, that's you. Andy says you're not.
Yeah, never again.
None of us can talk all you want.
I think that this hammer has a rule where I can know any follower of chaos with an intelligence test.
Uh-huh.
Have we met any? Like any of these guys down here?
You would have to go and
Do an
you'd
intelligence check.
have to be beside them. They're dwarves, no.
No.
No, 30.
What?
These guys.
No.
Okay, good.
They're not
What?
followers of chaos. They'll be ridiculous.
Are
No.
you trying to find out who said yes and no last week?
No.
Well, but hang on. If we're getting clarity that none of us are followers of chaos,
No, but he didn't say that. He didn't let me do it
Yeah, it's an intelligence test to find out.
to find out. I don't just know.
What if we?
I thought he was saying no. None of us are.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we
No,
just
no.
are chaos,
Mhm.
not followers?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah, I think we've already established
Then
that.
yes,
Sure.
yes.
All the chaos.
Well,
So,
With a spot.
unless any of you decide that you wish to break said rule,
No.
I
then-
will actively
No.
intervene to stop him. Genuinely, like a fucking hawk.
He
I
does
will-
have a short-term ambition to use his castle.
No.
Yeah, tough.
I will rugby tackle him if
Yeah.
he tries.
And remember,
off the bar!
I've got like sleeper, so there's no chance he's getting up before I
You
wake up or
can't
any of that
see,
kind of stuff.
man.
I can fucking hear everything.
Doors.
though.
Yeah.
Stairs.
I
Deck.
can see through all that.
You're left on the deck the entire time, which means that you have to deal with the cold. And it's really cold. That's point number one. Point number two, the dwarves pilot this almost like it's a ship. A mixture of steel cables that are used to help control the vessel with a large ship's wheel that sits at the back that they use to guide it with various fins that sit to the back and the sides of the vessel. The dwarves speak amongst themselves. They do not talk to any of you. Of course, you are very welcome to offer a talk if you wish to do so. If you don't, the rising up of the barge and heading off towards the south, there's a few things of note. One, it's quite vertiginous, as we have discussed before. Sitting with your head over the side of one of these barges is a real opportunity to realize that you have a fear of heights because you are very, very, very high. And for those who would prefer not to do tests, it's very much a let's stick in the middle of the boat for most of this and not worry too much about the edge.
Sometimes it's good to be blind.
Yes, indeed it is. It is also worth noting that as you rise up and clear the middle mountains behind you, you get an extraordinary view of the forests. The rise of the Vice Hills over towards the west, the howling hills, and the great mountains that come down from the middle mountains and spread through Middenheim, because they go high. You can see almost 100 miles around you at any one point. And there is not, you would guess, a 10-mile space between the rising fires. Towns that are smoking. And not just because they happen to have a lot of chimneys.
Not pigs burning.
Or pigs burning.
The smell.
Their hair just burning off.
You know that
No.
smell?
Yeah, that smell. No.
I've got a candle with that smell.
It's cleared the north
First bit of merch.
of Middenland and Hochland are on fire. And as you spread over, you see your first clear signs in the distance and hear it. Cannon fire. And then again, half an hour later, off towards the west. And then again, an hour later, off towards the east and in front of you.
Probably a very silly question, but I don't think we've talked about like specific altitude or anything, but there's no banners visible or anything.
No, you're
It's
far,
too
far,
high.
far too high, yeah.
Even
Sharp
for elf
eyes,
eyes?
yeah, even for sharp, because I'm off. Oh no!
Sharp eyes with the
The
telescope.
Sharp eyes with a telescope, yeah, you're within your ability. The banners of Hochland, that's the best you can do because you don't know the
No.
banners of Hochland particularly well. Moving over Middenland devices of various kinds. Middenland's at war with Middenland.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
and different dukes on different sides, and it looks like it has devolved because this isn't a matter of a large army. This is just like 40 men, 50, 100, 200 there.
Do we see
They're all
anyone-
making land grabs.
Do we see any of the big ones that we know, like the Hellsteins, the Todbringers?
No. They're all making land grabs against each other, taking the opportunity that civil issues offer. At approximately 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we are flying over the Delb, and there is smoke rising from multiple places.
Looking out for the foot shover.
And heading towards the capital itself. The dwarfs clearly hate everything that's happening. All of this kin strife upsets them. And they keep on eyeing you like somehow you're the ones responsible for it. Because you're the representatives of humanity that they have amongst them, except for one who's even worse. Maybe two. Are you an elf? You can't decide. Baby elves. As you are making your way down until eventually the great rise of smoke from Altdorf can be seen. It is besieged with easily 100, 200,000 troops. And it's besieged by over 6 miles out. They're not going up to the walls itself. Most of them besieging through the edges of the great Altdorf flats. Not moving into the main marshes, keeping back from them. And the causeways that lead across the Altdorf flats are all blown out. The only way across the marshes have been closed.
And do we know what these armies are?
Oh yeah,
Besieging armies?
not hard to tell. The armies of Middenheim, Nordland, Hochland, Ostermark, Ostland, armies of Nuln in the south, cannons getting pushed up onto boats to be pushed across the marshes. The Reichland, as in the Altdorf armies, many of them have come right out of the city because the armies that are besieging them are so far away. And they're opening up and dealing with many of the barges and looking for routes out through the waters to ensure that they can get supplies in. Flying high and getting closer. Altdorf's now maybe 15 miles away because you can see it in front. It's a big distance.
Can we see Todbringer's banner himself?
Down off towards the right. You can spot that one.
And the Baroness?
No obvious sign of the Baroness's banner, assuming that she'd even have one up.
Yeah.
Assuming
well, I
that she'd
wouldn't
even
have
be.
thought that she would.
Yeah, quite.
And we expect her to be in Middenheim.
That is almost less interesting to what the dwarves spot. As you're all reaching the point where you're... Yes?
Very quick question before.
Yes.
This is all, so far, all artillery, normal, mundane warfare. Has Elric seen any...
Not up in the north, no. Down here, as we come into Altdorf, there's wizards everywhere.
Fuck.
Everywhere. All around. But they're not trading blows yet. They're 6 miles apart from each other. They're really far away from the capital. And all the outlying villages have mostly lost their people as they've pulled back. As you're all looking down, trying to figure out what's what, or in your case, yeah, sure. What else? Are they fighting?
What do you see?
They're not fighting. What do you see?
What
Oh,
do you see,
God.
Elfa?
And Almenowith has indeed spotted the banners of Middenheim and then the banners of Karaberg that are way off towards the west. And as you're getting in closer, it's the dwarfs that spot arguably the more dangerous aspect of what you're approaching. Up ahead. Draka! Drak!
Oh no.
Comes the call.
Shit.
What's that? Did I speak because of the dark?
That's enough to drag the eyes. And indeed, off towards the south side of the city, far away from where the barge is, it's a good 50 miles away or so yet. One of them is spotted, off in the distance, a dragon. And you hear them calling it out. Red! Maybe! Bronze!
Anyone have lore dragons?
No, but
I've got lore monsters.
Greta has lore beast.
Lower beast, yep, both do.
No, that's a fumble. I'm going to fortune point that. 88.
Oh god,
Yeah, we're too high up for that.
That's a pass.
Okay,
One
on
success.
any roll of 88 fortune point or not, there is a chance something happens.
Yeah, fair
Oh,
play.
Because the blood god is high. And you lose 30 wounds.
Ouch!
You okay?
Yeah, I think I've
As you
Wait, did you say that
bleed.
you're on 88? I'm sure I saw like 77.
Yeah, I've still got how many wins?
There's 30.
I've still got 10 left.
Yeah, you're
You
fine.
take toughness off.
Okay, you don't take toughness off. As you just start bleeding for no good reason from your various orifices.
Ludwig doesn't even notice initially.
Oh no, the pain that comes with it.
Oh,
you
there
do.
is pain.
Yeah, yeah.
When she got a crit.
Can anyone spell something?
A crit.
Yeah, she got 44
Is he
and
sleeping
then
again?
9, so 7 successes.
That's
on
like
crit.
7 successes. Oof.
Very good.
As you look out and you see the glint
I'll describe it to Greta.
as Leopold suddenly howls and blood pours from his ears. His mouth, his gums, his fingernails, his eyes, his nose.
I'll kind of step between him and the dwarfs, so maybe I can block the view. if
And
it's bleeding.
collapses
Airships.
as you pull the telescope down to see. Oh dear. Hey, Gerhardt.
Hello.
That's not normally something that occurs. You might have a terrible disease.
Yeah, I'm gonna obviously. Well, the blood thing. I'll deal with that and do that sort of thing. What would you like me to do?
Do yourself a heal test.
A heal test.
Oh, here.
I use
Stop
my
Not
heal to
A
curb
soul
stop
test
your
or a
ass.
toe test? A heal test.
I can't believe
Yay.
people thought the same thing.
Bad.
It's a pass.
Oh, I get +4. So 4.
0.
Yeah.
4.
4 wounds return.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I do a medicine thing
But
as
the
well.
big
No,
one
no,
is
no,
not
no.
the same,
Yeah,
imagine.
you're
Yeah.
quite convinced that something very wrong has occurred.
Okay.
This doesn't seem right at all.
I mean, it's not the first time it's happened to us.
No,
No,
I
I
mean,
know.
that's not to him as well. He's a weirdo.
He's
I didn't want
always
to interrupt
weeping.
when you were
Yeah.
describing earlier, but when we were leaving from the Dwarven Hold,
Yes.
part of that where we got negotiated food and all that sort of stuff,
Mhm.
could I have negotiated some bandages out of that?
No. They don't have any.
You've got one bandage.
They don't need bandages.
They literally don't have
Actually,
any.
but they're also smelly people, right? So they don't really wash and all that sort of thing.
Well, no, they do. It's just they don't wash with the same.
Things that you do.
Requirements.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
sure. Yeah.
They have
Fine.
different
Don't think we're good for
standards.
throwing stones right now.
No, I know. I'm not saying that we are.
We smell of cat piss.
I collect and burnt
Demon
pig hair.
cat piss.
As he's being tended and looks like he's in trouble. Yes.
Because I spent the thing, I did also get a success on my test.
Oh, sweet.
So.
Yeah, they don't exist. It'll be a red dragon.
But
A bronze dragon, he means don't exist.
Yeah,
You
but-
think it's a red dragon.
but from the vision,
You've
The vision
seen.
memory.
You've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a bronze one.
Maybe
was-
that's what that was.
Which was the? What did we see in Blackfire Peak? What colour was that one?
Oh, in the.
You didn't see it.
Did we
Yeah,
not?
we just knew it was
Yes.
there.
Oh, of
we're told.
course, yeah.
It was kind of in the semi-darkness.
But the one from the vision was.
Yeah, we did know that was going to be there.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one
I
that
hate when
went
he does
through
that.
the
Yes.
Yes.
Am I remembering right?
Don't ask
Yeah.
me.
That's called gaslighting.
Because he was,
That's
he was,
what that is.
he was orange, right? He was the orange wind.
Yes.
He could move through the earth.
Yes.
As
it
you
was.
describe it,
I mean, it's
Oh,
your
you're talking
and
about
the
character.
glint
Yeah.
Ah, right.
of bronze upon its scales,
Oh.
the glint of bronze, as you watch it fly by, and buildings underneath it burst upwards. No fire, no flames
Oh,
coming from it.
gosh.
It just, as it flies by, they burst up.
like the earth
On
is
either
I
side.
think it's
exploding.
fucking him.
Yeah.
And you hear in the distance,
Mm.
as the earth itself rumbles and the walls crumble at the edges. As it flies by, as Greta says, that's going to be the dragon of the pass. I have no idea what he's doing up here, though.
Maybe we just get off at Altdorf.
When Elric and I were looking for you all, we did a lot of research into where you might be, and there was a lot of rumours of Orphalax, something like that. The dragon of the pass. It raises its head every 100 years or so, but it can't be this far north.
But what is it attacking the invading forces or?
You've no idea. It's so far away.
It's just flying,
Yeah.
causing destruction.
Just exists.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would like to just see better.
Sure. That's not how it works.
I don't know how it works.
We all like to see better.
Sadly, no.
Is there some kind of special message you're trying to portray to Andy?
Lume's dad
Just
told her to just see better, and so every now and again,
Wow.
I'd like to see better.
Yep.
He's from the Six Letter School of Learning.
Let me hit you with a shoe. Why did you do that? It was a lesson. Shoes hurt. You
Well
may-
done.
That might be it.
Can
Yeah.
I ask a question?
Yes,
on,
question?
On Dan's behalf.
Mhm.
Well, you can see all the winds now, right? You can see more.
Yeah.
Can you see more from this dragon than
So
you would
far
have
away.
expected to?
So far away. You need to be much
Either that or
closer.
it's really, really small.
As the barge starts banking away
Yeah, understandable.
from the capital,
Yeah.
they want to have
Smart.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Smart.
We agree.
Yeah.
We don't say that though.
We don't say that. We nod.
Yeah.
In fact, just for a second, like we'll not disappear down a rabbit hole on top of this, but from like Leopold's perspective, right? He's trying to remember about Bronze Dragon had a vision about, and
Yeah.
then the bleeding happens. He's absolutely going to think those things are connected.
Yeah.
He's going to think it's connected to
Yeah.
the vision he had about
Yeah.
Bronze Dragon.
Yeah.
It's fairly reasonable. It can't
It's
be
a
that
very
many
reasonable
of them.
conclusion to arrive at.
Maybe the dragon doesn't like
It's
me.
over half an hour of passing over this territory. It's quite a long time, going all the way around. It gives you a really good view of Altdorf at a distance. You can see that burning bright college. Its tallest tower, Gorman's Tower, gouting flame from the top.
But it does that anyway.
It does. You can see the Celestial College, the tallest towers of Altdorf. And from here, you can even see the Light College, its great pyramids down in the south of the city. You can't, when you get close to them, see them at all. But at a distance, you can. It's interesting seeing it, though. You'd read that, but never seen those pyramids. The great mount in the middle where the Imperial Palace sits. The winding Imperial Mile that goes down to the great High Temple of Sigmar at the bottom of the hill.
This might be a long shot.
Mhm.
The towers that he sees and like the peaks and everything, if he draws that from a shape, does it make any kind of like he'll draw it
It'll give him something to think about.
and show it to all the people who speak different languages just in case it's like any arcane knowledge.
Something for him to do.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
certain-
Love it.
Yeah.
The dragon makes several passes around the city. And wherever it goes, great shuddering quakes follow in its wake. And buildings collapse down. Some of them just rise up and crash and shatter in the air before they fall back down again. The dragon appears to be anti-Altdorf, if anything was.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And it's a good 15 miles away when you see the first obvious conflict that the dragon gets involved with. As fire lashes out from the ground from multiple places and the sky suddenly forms dark above Altdorf and lightning crashes down towards it. The dragon falls down into Altdorf itself. And then heavily lifts itself out as another crack of lightning comes in as it swoops around it. And all about that area, the city goes up. Almost 400 or 500 yards of city. And it just shatters in the air as the dragon flies out of it. Coming behind that is a tiny figure you can just make out with your telescope. And fire is being thrown by it. It's on the back of a griffin.
Would Lore Magic do anything about knowledge of dragons?
Not really, no.
Just I guess the question is, do we know our dragons? I know.
Bronze dragons don't exist.
They're not aligned. There's no.
Yeah, in terms of the general knowledge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Color was the one that Ume felt wake up when her family was.
Family tree.
Yeah, wasn't there a dragon in one of those? I
There
feel
was a
like it
dragony sort of thing underneath
Yeah.
the waves. No, that was terrible.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah,
there. Yeah, not this.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
not this, but
No,
like
that's a
was it
long
metallic?
blue and turquoise would probably be the best
Sure.
way to
Nice.
quickly sum that one up. As it flies round one more time, and there's a crash and an explosion of flame as a massive burning circle opens above it and water floods downwards into the city over the dragon, flooding it down onto the ground. Elric, upon hearing the description, even knows what spell was used. It's never seen one that big before, but it's a gate of fire. And they've opened it up into, you don't know what, maybe the Reich? And the water just falls out of it as gravity. Upon saying that, you find it, the whirlpool, 2 miles outside of Altdorf, where the water's clearly been sucked in from as it's flooding down and the dragon crashes back into Altdorf one more time.
Sounds like the Supreme Patriarch is
He's a
on that
prick,
griffin.
but he's powerful.
The staff raises up into the air and almost a mile of fire comes down from the clouds, goes through the griffin and him and floods downwards into the city onto the dragon.
Can you do that?
Yeah,
Alan
that's his little
Menowite
staff.
does know something about dragons.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Doros. And so I have a question for Elric, although we're getting... I'll be really quick, right? So I know that the blood god is anti-magic, right? But its demons are still etheric. So could the
Are you asking Elric? If you're asking Elric, say it.
No, I'm thinking it out loud first. Right, Elric, is it possible that the sheer volume of etheric energy that was unleashed under Blackfire Pass woke that dragon?
That would be a lore magic.
Yeah. Is it 88?
Yeah.
Is it?
But that's a crit for him in lore magic now.
That's brilliant.
Cool.
Now roll to
You
be a
get to
crit.
roll again.
Oh yeah.
You take 6 wounds.
Who, he does?
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
As
that's fine.
a slight nosebleed.
He's got how many advances? 2, so it's a
bullshit.
crit with 8, but it's an advanced skill.
But you
So-
get to roll again.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, so if the dragon is magically activated, then absolutely. Because there was such a storm of magic there. You are, however, lower chaos test.
Yeah, I have another question. A follow-up.
1 success.
You are concerned because there is 0 reason for it to be here. None. But there is a reason for something else to be here. And as
have
it
another
arcs
question.
around, what's your next question?
Can demons possess dragons?
Do yourself a lore magic test. Lore Alphaman?
2 successes.
I've got Lore Nagaroth or Lore Lorelorn.
Laura Lorne will go.
Could I do a lore count?
No, not for this one.
Fair enough.
Nope, not enough.
I have a considerable amount of lore magic.
If I fortune point it, would 3 be enough? I'll
But do
fortune
you?
point it.
I don't know.
Can you score more than a single success?
Yeah, I'm 117.
But how many advances do you
Yeah,
have?
well, already that's 1 anyway, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
over 100.
So, do the test, you might crit it.
I'll do a fortune and do 3.
3, still not enough.
I did a fortune and didn't get anything.
Nope, good.
Oh,
Will it
I've
be
got
an
2 successes.
Unexpected
Here we
Elric?
go.
I mean, unexpected Gerhardt pass?
93 is
93 is very good.
But 2 successes.
Yeah, but 2 successes.
Not enough.
Not speed really, really white.
Speed reading.
How many successes did you get? 3. Did you add a fortune point for 4?
No, it was 2 fortune
to
points.
3,
okay.
yeah.
So we
totally.
get the same. And then...
So unfortunately, no one's got the necessary bit of knowledge there. The answer is you don't know.
And they can't assist each other.
No, not really with this one. I mean, you
Sorry,
can make
Al.
your own suppositions, but there will be your suppositions, not based upon any knowledge.
But I guess what you're getting at, though, logically, maybe.
I hope you're wrong.
Or, even if it's not possession, they could have talked like this. Lots of.
Yes, but I just think we know something escaped. And
You hear a resounding crack. You're not sure what caused that.
so I have a theory. Right, so the greater powers are, when they manifest, it's horrific
Why do you call them greater?
because
We've gone through this.
we've gone through this, right?
Yeah.
And if that thing that was released in the south was here properly, the whole of the empire would be already feeling its effects. So potentially in a dragon, I don't know.
I mean,
But if there's no reason for it to be here,
ultimately though, I can't do anything about it, can we?
no, but
Fucking patriarch.
throwing magic at that might be the very worst thing they could be doing.
Well, we can't tell
Can't
them.
really. Yeah, they're not going to ask.
What can you do?
Go to
Semaphore?
the
Did
Wait,
anybody have a
You know-
book about the signals from the Imperial signal towers?
We did. So it was on the barge back
But
in the
you
day.
might have learned it. You're very
But
clever.
You
There
did
is
try
no
to-
way to pass that message on
Um,
unless you had some
And
sort of
Gorman
leg.
will
didn't you say
Wait,
that you needed like
tie a message to the hammer. Elric throws it. You then pull the hammer back.
I could become the Grand Patriarch. I'll take him out.
Take him out of here!
you
I challenge you
said
to a duel.
to do your spell to speak in somebody's ear, you needed to see them.
Mm.
I can't do it that far.
No, it's got range.
Okay.
Yeah. I can also do that now, by the way.
Sure.
Look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just-
As the barge moves
Hopefully by the time we're
around,
back, the dragon will have gone.
there is no
Still left
further
alive.
sightings of the dragon.
Thank goodness.
The great pillar of magic that struck down appears to have at least done
Subdued
something.
it.
Subdued it or perhaps kept it down. Or maybe it's escaped, maybe it hasn't. You can't be certain. As the barge drifts off and heads down through yet more war-torn territory, you pass by multiple smoking villages and more than one sacked town. It is not looking good for large parts of the empire. As you pass by some, they're still there. You're high and you can see that it doesn't appear to be smoking. Every once in a while, though, you see moving columns of troops, some of which are in extent of 500-600 paces long. Long columns of troops snaking their way across the Reichland.
Is someone keeping track of what troops we see where? Just because that might be useful intelligence that if that is where we're heading.
Mhm.
And also, are you keeping an eye out for the barge? I'm assuming you
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
It's the late evening when you arrive in Ubersreich. You can see the familiar tall walls of the city. And the flags that are up are a very simple design. Ubersreich. The golden bridge and nothing more. Ubersreich. No flags of the emperor, no flags at all of your father. The Jungfreuds are also not up. Ubersreich everywhere. Most interestingly is the flags on Blackrock Castle, which dominates almost a sixth of the city. Ubersreich and the symbol for a Freistadt.
Gosh, I wonder how that happened.
Ooh.
Did we do that?
No,
The symbol
Did it?
for a Freistadt.
other me did.
It's like Kemperbad.
It's an independent
Oh!
city, which means it has no nobles leading it.
Right. Ed approves. Gerhardt's not happy.
As
You
it
can't
comes
see it
in,
yet.
and the great barge drifts down to land in Blackrock Castle with the intent of hopefully speaking to Nacht. Far away to the north, the dragon is killed.
Oh.
Carved by magic. And as it dies, the greater demon within it slips free
Hey, that's tough.
in Altdorf.
Oh.
where it has now been, and always been, and forever will be.